Man, you know what? I was just thinking about something. This is just random as hell, so just roll with me here.
Is it a fifth?
No, it's just a random thought. I was just thinking about this because I was when I showered earlier. You know, I don't when I'm wearing long sleeve. I don't always throw
lotion on. Yeah.
Is that
I do the same shit, bro.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying,
bro. If I'm home, I'm not throwing no lotion on, bro.
Throwing no lotion on?
Unless it's cold as hell.
I put lotion on like my wrists and up, like anything that will show.
Yeah, anything I was like my arms, bro.
Yeah. Not
if I'm not going outside, bro.
I won't know how ashy I am until I like put some shorts on.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Lotion up.
Nigga can spell his name in the ash. It'll be that damn bad. Jesus.
I'm about to say, don't peel back these fucking.
Ashy boy.
Boy. See, yeah, I was thinking about that because the other day when I went to work too, I was like, man, I got these long sleeves on. Ain't nobody gonna ask me. Well, I went up to my elbows with it because I was like, if I do decide to roll my sleeves up, but I was like, nah, legs.
Save them a little bit.
Legs is pure chalkboard. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Plaster.
See?
Drywall.
Yeah. Nigga said that's crazy.
I was like, ain't nobody gonna see my thighs. Why does it matter?
Facts. You know what's crazy? I had my knees out and I saw that shit earlier. I said, ooh.
Nigga, rubbing the lotion through the holes.
Yep. I said, you gotta get in there.
Shit.
Well, on a regular basis, I don't wear lotion.
I'll wear lotion.
That's it when I'm home. If I go out.
Even going out.
So do you not like moisturize your skin at all?
Not really. Well, really and truly, it's really like during the summertime. Hell nah.
It depends. Like the wintertime, I use that.
Wintertime, sometimes I do.
Lotion is lotion during the sun.
I use whatever Sherelle got.
I ain't gonna lie, I do the same shit.
Them scents is nice. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I do moisturize.
Nice.
I just get lazy sometimes.
See, I buy double the bottle, so she don't know.
He's just like to fill it up.
As soon as that shit get low,
switch. He's like, yeah, you would never.
I can't ever use my girl lotion. She be buying that old lady lotion. They be smelling like old lady.
See, the thing is, her lotion it don't be them real like floral scents like that strong shit.
Yeah.
So I can get away with it. It be like light probably vanilla coconut type of scent.
Yeah.
This man said old lady. I'm like the old lady scent.
Yeah, it smell like what your grandma used to smell like. I'll be like, she younger than me, but she act like an old lady. She like old lady perfume too. I'd be like, hell no.
Oh shit.
But if I'm talking straight lotion, I think the best lotion is Jergens. Jergens #1 lotion.
It says Jergens?
Yeah.
Who Jergens?
The one with the little
by Dove?
Yeah, that's what she used. She likes the Dove products.
Oh.
I was like, all right, cool.
I like Dove products.
Dove ain't bad.
Jergens got top notch with the lotion.
Now Dove soap does dry you out crazy.
Yeah, I don't do the Dove soap.
The soap itself does dry you out.
The
I know about the soap. The lotion is fine.
It's a bar. The bar soap does dry you out crazy.
Yeah, that shit hates.
I feel, see now I understand Dove's. I understand it now. Dry you out so you can use their lotion to fucking lotion your ass
They
back.
like, yeah.
Make sure the lotion good, but that's soap.
He said that soap gonna dry you out, but go ahead and lotion yourself up without Dove lotion.
Nigga be so dry, he step out the shower like a 2D character. But see, you know what? With lotion and it being ashy, man, there's one thing about having dry skin when you got long sleeves on, you can feel it. You feel it rubbing up against. It's almost like you about to start a fire
in your shirt. Yeah, bro.
So yeah, I like I said, I do moisturize. Sometimes I just be like, man, ain't nobody gonna see me but my girl. Whenever so why it ain't matter?
I be getting caught sometimes because then I gotta throw out the garbage. Got the shorts on, walk outside. That sun hit the leg. I was like, God
damn, that's sick. That's sick.
Yo,
so they be trying to call you out on your bullshit.
Like,
that's when I just run to throw the shit.
Like
quick before anybody.
Sometimes I don't care. I'll just walk straight outside. Be like, what you looking at?
These are my legs. Shit.
Yeah, I'm in my house. I got a wife beater on.
People looking at this man. Niggers.
Go put some lotion on.
Anyway, fits the stereotype.
right, man. We ready to start up?
Like I said, on that note. Alrighty. Welcome back to another episode of the Lyrically Acclaimed podcast. I'm your host, Ill-Minded Taz. And to the left of me, you know who he is.
That's right.
He's everybody's favorite uncle. I think you gonna say that next part for you. You know, you kind of embraced it.
I was waiting for that. You supposed to say it, bro. What you mean? You can't say it.
You can't. I can't say it. I don't know. After tonight, I don't know.
It's Big D.
Exactly.
No pause. Going in deep.
See, that's why you can't say it.
There you go.
Why would we say that?
There you go.
You have to embrace it.
Yeah.
And to the right of me, you already know who he is. He's the one and only ARCHIE man. Archie Boy is in the building.
What it do? What it do?
What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing? How's everybody weeks, months? How the year been going so far? What's going
good
on?
For me, things is shaping up. Just waiting for approvals and everything going good, man.
Hell yeah. It's that 2026 year. Everybody trying to improve themselves.
Yeah, I got some good news over last week. That is looking very promising. That I'm just gonna, just keep it in my back pocket. But there's some good news coming. Other than that, man, shit, life been good. Like I say, blessed beyond what I deserve. To be honest, but life is great. Life is great.
Hell yeah.
Also, before we move on, January 23rd, something to vibe to. Go get it. Go give it a listen. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. Whatever streaming platform you find it on, that's where you can listen to it at. Just go ahead and give your brother some streams. You know what I'm saying? So
Listen to your boy, Archie Boy.
That's right. Turn it up.
Feel me?
how about yourself, Taz?
Tired. Tired and highly favored, you know what I mean?
That should be the name of the podcast.
Highly favored.
My boy.
That's funny.
So I felt like today, you know what I mean? Feels like everybody wanted me to go with different directions. But yeah, besides that, I'm good. You know what I mean? If y'all in the Midland area, I'm going to do my own little promo for myself. If y'all in the Midland area, you feel me? February, coming the first weekend in February, your boy is going to take out his culinary skills and start selling plates out here. You feel me?
There you go.
So that's the next step. Everybody's moving on up in this bitch. You feel me?
Man, I like hearing that. Everybody making moves. It sound like everybody got something good going on. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, bro.
You know what that means? If everybody individually, y'all already know, Lyrically Acclaimed is about to be making moves this year. You feel me? So y'all gotta watch out. This year's that year. I know we like to say that. You know what I mean? Everybody like to say that, but
Yeah, that's what I just live.
2026 seems very promising.
Let it happen.
It seems very promising
like that's a bad
for us
luck,
young
like-
brothers.
Yeah, this is gonna be my year. And not shit happen.
That shit. Yeah.
That's on
So
you. That's sounds like a personal.
it happens to me. It happens to all of us.
You
Chain
gotta
reactions out here.
not this one. Not this year. I'm tired of chain reactions on that one. Hopping off the train on that one. I was
On
like,
a broader scale, though, I'll be like, man, I had to turn the politics off, boy.
Man, that's too much
Nigga
shit going
gonna
on.
have a fucking heart attack, stressing out so goddamn hard about what's going on in the world, in our country.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
You seen it's harder to get visas now, bro? Ain't on the list.
Boy,
That's crazy.
if I was outside the country, I wouldn't want to bring my ass here right now anyway. Stay with the fuck where I was.
Give it a good 5 years and see what happens.
Let's see if this shit comes
Wait.
down. Wait till the smoke clears.
Yeah, boy.
Golly.
Yeah, man.
But for those of y'all that got it, I know my prayers is all with y'all. This, whatever's going on now, my prayers are with everybody out here. You feel me?
Like shit, I don't even know if the people who got visas want to come over here right now.
Bro.
I'd be ducking and hiding, boy.
I will say one thing. Y'all seen they starting to check U.S. citizen? They talking about we gotta walk with our papers on us. I'm like,
Walk with
I
him.
mean,
Boy,
I got my ID. I don't know what else
Yeah.
you want. I'm walking with my passport all around me.
I would be looking at them dumb as hell. Look, I look, sound, and act like a black American. God damn it. Do I gotta start talking in a country accent so you motherfuckers don't fuck with me? If that's what it needs to be, then I'll do it. God damn it. America. Man, yeah, y'all watched any of Land, man?
I haven't watched
I
season 2.
haven't, bro. I kept
Season
saying
2
I
I haven't
would.
watched.
I'm gonna watch it because I
Season
thought it was
1.
just gonna be some oil field type,
It's
bullshit. But it actually looked good from what I've seen. So.
I just started watching it. I'm on like episode 6, and I was like, "This shit is good." The only thing that frustrates me is how they portray Midland, and the fact that they didn't shoot half of the shit. They didn't shoot most of the shit in Midland. They only shot it in Fort Worth. The majority of the shots are in Fort Worth, but like they did that one shot of Front Street, going towards Greenwood.
Yeah, you can see when he busts that U-turn and he's going down.
Yeah, you can see the
Texaco and the kid. You can see that from afar. You go like, oh, he was really here. That was it.
Yeah, and they got some shots on I-20, like out there on the other side of Odessa.
It's a very interesting.
It looked interesting.
It's a very interesting.
And the only other thing I
ain't gonna lie, that scene where the H2S flowing in on him. Yeah, that shit. I was like, yo, that literally I deal with this shit every day. It's just that I probably wouldn't survive that shit.
Yeah, boy.
So you saw the stupidity with the pipe, pipe? Yeah, bro.
I said there's so many different ways that
there's so much shit that happens in this way. You look at it like because you out there in the field, you're like, this ain't what it is, but you're just interested. You stay interested. You stay tuned, bro.
Let me see what else bullshit
shit they got going on, bro.
Another thing, I guess there's 2 more things. The way they constantly say the patch. The patch. We're in the patch. This is the patch. They got the old Patch Cafe. Nobody calls it the goddamn patch.
I never heard that.
That's some old school 1980s.
Well, now you know who's helping them direct this shit.
Yeah, that's some old heads, boy. No, man. What everybody call? I call it the field. We in the field. I'm out. We in the field.
That's all I heard. The field.
Yeah, so nobody call it the patch. Come on now.
What got me in that one was when them kids went diving in the fucking the reservoirs.
Wait,
the
oil field reservoirs. I'm like, who does this? I was like, yeah, okay.
Hopefully it's fresh water.
I'm hoping so.
that's wild, yo.
Yeah, boy, skin be itching.
I ain't
You
gonna
talking
lie.
about ashy,
Bruh. Dehydrated.
I ain't gonna lie. It is. I worked next to one of them at one point, and when you looking at it, it's just like a giant pool. But when you really understand what it is,
And like I said,
you ain't gonna think twice about jumping in that bitch.
unless it's a fresh water. You know what I'm saying?
But still, you won't know.
You won't know until you get up in that shit.
and it ain't that easy to come out them bitches,
Bro, you know how deep
because
they
the way they
is?
made it seem was like they just walked off like they walking off on a beach.
You can't walk off that.
And I said that
bro.
shit slanted like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm like, how they? Like, all right.
I stood on one with, I want to say it was Todd, and they hadn't filled it up yet, and we were just standing there, and I was like, God
damn, yeah, bro.
Yeah, you fuck around and slip and fall in that.
You better hope somebody's nearby to help.
Yeah, boy.
Give me some chains, connect it, bring it down.
And your ass fired after that anyway.
And
It's like,
some
how
of
the fuck
that
you get
water
down?
is heavy too, so
Yeah.
you might not even be able to swim up like that.
Shit.
Boy, but anyway, yeah, fucking Landman, dude. Yeah.
I said, go ahead and watch it,
A
though.
little tangent. Yeah, it's a good show.
It's a good show. Go ahead and watch it. Like, it's very enjoyable.
As a Midlander, I was like, man, this shit.
I seen people talking shit.
Yeah, it just don't portray Midland. It makes it seem like everybody rich and drive a Mercedes and a Bentley and a BMW down here, or everybody's a felon or something.
damn.
You either driving a Bentley or you got a felony. Yeah. That's basically how they portray all of Midland.
So nobody ain't doing no coke.
That's crazy.
There's a lot of
what you said.
I ain't gonna lie. When I first joined in the first year, I probably heard like 3 people get offered coke.
Oh yeah, we're out there in the
Bro, somebody offered me, you want a piece of this 8 ball? I was like,
yeah, hey, that's how I go. It do be good, but they, part of the show is like they got something going on with the cartel.
I ain't gonna lie, them coked up dudes be the hardest working ones out there.
That's because they gotta work that shit off,
bro.
They said, "Whoa!"
What was the mixture I heard somebody do? They did. I think somebody put coke in their Red Bull. or some shit like
Jesus
that, bro.
Jesus Christ!
When I tell you that man was moving,
Nah, you.
That sound like my old supervisor that was mixing coffee and Red Bull together, and that nigga was wired.
bro, I don't know. I seen the man moving, and then he just disappeared for the second half of whatever. So I don't know.
He disintegrated, nigga. That's what happened.
He crash landed.
His body vibrated into another fucking
boom,
gone fucking dimension. Nigga. Golly, that man, people be tripping, boy.
Bro.
It ain't nothing like that one time I was out on that rig and that dude was obviously methed out. He had to be. Dude was like glitching. I was like, yeah, bro. And then he out there operating the man lift.
Oh nah.
Like, yo, somebody get this guy
off this shit, please.
Yeah, he fucked around and ripped one of our cables out of the thing. We were wondering why our panel wasn't working. Yeah, it was bad, boy.
He did it.
But nah, as far as I've watched in the season, I ain't seen nobody out there because they really working on the on them workover rigs, and they really just out there on them pump jacks and shit. You know, they maintaining them and going out there and dealing with that shit. But they do the workover rigs, so it's a small crew. It's basically, from what I see, the main thing that you focusing on, even in the field, is old boy's son and the crews he's with.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen so far. I don't know if they actually bring in another, you know, type of thing, but other than that,
season 2 is supposed to be. Like I said, I haven't tapped in with season 2.
Boy, hey, they fucking B-rolled the fuck out of that goddamn. Every episode is half of it is B-roll.
Damn.
Yeah, you just see over the field, over Midland, you like, damn, how much actually shooting did y'all do? These niggas did half the acting, and the other was just drone shots.
You gotta make up for something.
So you gotta make up somewhere.
You can't have a 15-minute show.
Yeah, boy. Shit. Anyway.
I did have an anime suggestion that I got put onto.
Okay.
Because it just popped up on my I don't know if y'all follow CJ the Champ on YouTube. He be making them videos about different anime characters and like who's more diabolical, things like that.
I gotta look him up.
I
probably know his name.
He's funny. Yeah, he's funny. Because Jay put us onto. Yeah. So he basically the anime's name is what is it? May I ask for one final thing?
What is it about?
So it follows this woman who was put into an arranged marriage with a royal family's prince, and that was from a young age. I think it was like 10, maybe 12, and I think maybe she's 18, somewhere around there when in the present time. So there's a banquet or a ball, whatever they want to call it. She rolls in. Prince got another girl on his arm. Tells her the engagement is over.
Wait.
And starts to disrespect her. Gets the whole crowd in because, you know, they're going to laugh or whatever. The prince says just to kiss ass. She has an anger problem since she was young. And she likes to throw hands.
Oh.
So before she left, she asks, may I have one final thing?
And knocked his ass out. Asked
the prince if she could knock the teeth out of the girl's mouth.
Oh.
Without waiting for a response,
she knocked the teeth
out. The girl, bro. Then proceeds to throw hands with every single person in the ballroom, bro.
Dang.
Last person to catch hands was the prince. And then she walked out.
Oh, shit. That's the first episode?
Bro, that's the first. Like, it goes like that throughout all 5 episodes that I've seen.
Oh, shit.
Anyone that stepped to her caught hands, bro.
Golly.
And then she also has everybody. I don't know if it's everyone, but people in there got magical powers. Hers is time based because she was blessed by the time god. So she's doing crazy shit. Like she could increase her speed, make herself stronger, things like that. Stop time.
Imagine. Let me get one final thing. Can I knock the teeth? And then all you just boom. Like God,
don't even know what happened.
And don't even know.
A
few seconds later, teeth and the whole body just drop.
Yeah, bro, I ain't like it's funny because the way she got like that sarcastic type of attitude. So yeah, she's just straight. Like I said, everybody caught hands.
It's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask that.
Hell yeah.
I
was like, me and Keita was just binging that shit. I was like, yo.
There's like 5 episodes on it?
I don't know if I didn't check if it's only 5, but I reach 5, that's where I'm up to.
That's something
So I'll tell y'all just. Y'all gonna be locked in from the first episode. It's not no long drawn out. I thought it was some romance type thing that Keita was gonna watch.
That's what I thought you was giving us too.
Yeah, it make it seem like that because it's all pink and flowery, but yeah, straight hands, bro.
I found this ultimate fan service ass anime. I don't know when it came out. I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Yeah, be careful with those, bro.
Yeah, it's called Kill la Kill or Kill la Kill.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yo, what is this?
You know what I thought he was going to? I thought he was going to talk about high school DxD.
High school DxD.
Yeah.
It's wild. Is that wild? Jesus.
Straight fan service throughout the whole damn thing. Bro.
I was like, the amount
matter of fact, the dude's power. What was it again? I think he has to touch the girl's breast to become stronger. Like the man is straight goon, bro.
What was that one? But no matter every fight scene the girls get into, all their clothes get shredded,
bro.
And his name was Minato too, and for him to get really, I think he has to kiss them or something like that, and then they become like pretty much part of like I'm gonna say like partners, but whatever. But every time they fight, no matter what the fuck happens, every time they fight, you see half boobies out like this.
Yeah, boy.
I just got new clothes. Pants done ripped down to skinnies. like it didn't even matter what they do.
These fan service animes be wild. Yeah. One person gets hit, all their clothes shred apart. I'm like, what the fuck is going on,
That's
bro?
basically in Kill la Kill. The chick got these scissors because they got these Goku outfits that give them powers or whatever. And she has one that's different. I can't remember what hers it's called something different. But anyway, she has this big scissor, half of a scissor. And basically what she do is whenever she fights, she can use it and it just destroys all the people's clothes. So like
not the people, their clothes.
Yeah, just the clothes. Like they clothes just shred and they just naked. I was like, what the and then the outfit that she wears, the scene that she finds it is diabolical. She falls down into this little pit underneath her house. Her dad died, and she's over there crying, wanting to get powerful, and she falls through this little hole, and she's bleeding, and her blood activates this piece of clothing. And it just basically is like attacks her, and it talks to her, and she can hear it talking. She's like, "Let me wear it. Let me put me on. Wear me. If you don't put me on right now, I'm gonna make you put me on." And I was like, "Yo," But it's the craziest outfit. I was like, "This ain't nothing but straight up goon service right here, boy." Whoever wrote this is diabolical, man. Diabolical.
Yeah, that shit.
But nah, I'm gonna check in on that.
I ain't got y'all gonna like it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I like straight hands. That's for sure. That's my type right there. I like seeing shit go down.
Look like it has 13 episodes. I just looked it up.
Oh, it does.
13 episodes, 1 season.
Good. I reached 5. I thought that was the end. I was like, God damn.
Oh, it just came out, no?
I don't know.
Huh?
Like I said, I got it off of CJ the Champ, his video he made, so I went and watched it. Shit was good.
Yeah.
No long talking. Well, just a little bit of the backstory, but once they catch up, it's just straight hands back after that.
She's out here squaring up with everybody.
Bro, because she likes to fight, bro. And it's not bro, she fights like a professional MMA fighter.
Damn. Oh. They said they gave Ronda Rousey a whole anime.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, you know when she gets serious, she puts on the fingerless gloves with the metal tips, the metal knuckles.
Oh Lord.
She said, "Let's go."
Oh yeah, I just found it. Yeah, it definitely don't look like about straight in. All right, I'll put it in my list.
That's how they catch you, bro. Now I gotta look at these anime titles different.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, that's one thing. I've been giving stuff a chance because usually I judge it off of its name.
You gotta at least watch the first episode.
Yeah, and then I start thinking, I'm judging these off of its name, but their names are in Japanese, and it probably don't translate to English as well as you.
You see, what gets me is when they all have the same name, but just one different content. Like the time I got reincarnated into a vending machine. Like sometimes you're like, all right, okay.
Yeah. We got the slime. Now we got the vending machine. You got the spider one.
Mm-hmm. That's reincarnated as a slime. It's always in the most popular in the U.S. on Crunchyroll.
That was a good. I haven't finished it, but
I haven't watched after. Is it season 2
or 3?
One of them.
I know we were sitting up there at the school watching that shit, and then after a while we kind of just fell off. Like, and then all of a sudden it pops up on Facebook as one of the promos for Crunchyroll, and then. Everybody talks about it now. It's like, yeah, that's what a badass anime. It's like, God damn, we was there in the beginning. We was right there.
Is it that badass to do the slime or whatever, right? Like,
he's
more
damn near. Well, I wouldn't say One Punch Man, but he's on that level. No one's beat him yet.
Oh, okay. So
from what we saw so far,
all right, I guess.
And it all becomes.
And man, think about it like this: anyone you think that could take him down can't do it.
Oh.
And he absorbs powers. He could absorb, and that's how it started off. When he died, he had died in real world.
Yeah, because it was a grown ass man. But, okay, I remember now. This nigga died. He got stabbed.
Yeah.
And while he was dying, his best friend, I guess his best friend, one of his friends, he's had his laptop on his hand while he was dying. No, I'm lying. So he got stabbed. Slowly dying. Tells his best friend, clear my browser history. That's what he focused on while he got stabbed. Not help me or try to keep me up. Yo, go clear my browser history. I'm not coming back. Go clear that shit.
That might be a legit thing to say. Hey, man, I don't want my people's finding this crazy shit.
Man wakes up in a cave. Yeah. He's like a slime, and
he ends up finding this master dragon. And that's where it all starts. He
befriends the dragons. How long? I can't even remember how long he was in there.
And then after that, I think the dragon ends up absorbing the dragon, either way you put it. And he ends up getting the powers, and then that's how you realize like all the shit that he can do and whatever the case may be. And then it goes from there.
I might check it out. Just
I was like, you get past
Rimuru. That's his name. Rimuru.
I think at least past the first episode. Then shit goes up.
All right, yeah, I'll check.
And I ain't gonna lie, pay attention to the background. Everything goes by real quick.
Yeah.
Especially in the first season, like his whole from a man that literally just got reincarnated and he starts building his
kingdom.
His kingdom. Mm-hmm. You gonna realize how fast this kingdom is being built within these episodes. It just feel like one episode it looked like he's building houses. Now all of a sudden these houses already built and he's about to build these major shit. Like the kingdom just grows.
It just grows
per episode. It's just been growing.
They said nobody gonna notice. Taz noticed. God damn it. Do better.
I'm telling you. But that's what I'm saying. That's how it goes. Like that's why I be judging the names of these animes, because sometimes they have the same one as something else. I haven't watched that vending machine, so I don't know what the hell that's about.
All I know, it got the same name as the one.
Or the ones where I just got transported to another universe and now I'm a healer, or now I'm this. Or there's another one where it said the time I lost. Where's it? A time I lost my powers and I gained it back. Like
what?
I remember seeing one. I know it's not the exact name, but it's something similar. It's basically, can I bring my mother in some type of dungeon? And I guess from the title, the mother's OP. So it's the same. I'm guessing it's an isekai. I didn't watch it, but the name was on that long ass type of shit.
Yeah,
and it had to involve his mother.
You know what? Does an anime need 2 sentences as a fucking title? It's crazy. Can we just get a one word
sentence?
3 words max.
What happened to Dragon Ball? Huh? One Piece.
Bleach. Man,
Naruto.
We got whole sentences for titles. Now I gotta.
Got deep into the anime game and realized these motherfuckers just be saying shit. I'm gonna name this "The Time My Boot Fell Off and I Fell into a Sewer."
Watch that shit pop up next week.
That sounds like a great idea.
Like, hey man, don't be sleeping on that. Man, boy, don't be sleeping on it.
Keep playing. They're gonna come out and say the time I became a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I was the 5th one.
You want to get into new music?
Yeah, let's do it.
Or do we want to do this or that first?
Oh yeah, let's do it because when we start the music, we really
We gotta get into it. Got you.
What you got for us, Uncle D? I ain't calling you the other one.
It's okay. I understand. All right, so this or that is the first one. Win the argument but lose the relationship, or lose the argument and resent them forever.
Damn.
So there ain't no win here. It depends on what the argument about.
Yeah.
Whatever you want it to be.
All right, Nori.
In my brain, it's gonna be about something serious. I'd rather be right and be wrong. And then, you know what? Fuck it. You know, because if you can't handle me, you can't be. You know, shit. You know, I don't know. It's a tough one. That's to be honest. Because you got to think, man. If I'm thinking about my relationship now. You know,
that's what I was thinking of it. But then resentment for somebody forever?
Yeah.
Or for this one argument?
If you lose, you resent them forever.
What? I gotta know what kind of argument we got into.
Yeah, I try to think of the most craziest shit.
For me to resent you forever.
Yeah, that's why, you know, I'd rather, all right, to be honest.
I'd rather lose the relationship.
Yeah, I'd rather lose the relationship because if I'm going to be walking around salty all the time.
I feel like I lost the relationship anyway, like at that point.
I'm just in the relationship because I'm codependent at that point. Yeah.
Hey, that might be the move, bro.
Nah, bro.
It depends on how much money we talking about also here. How much money is it like if we couple that with the last?
How much you making again?
If we arguing about her, we getting that tape, and that's what the argument is about. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, you know, how much money you got?
I mean, you're still gonna lose the argument.
Yeah,
still lost.
You're just gonna sit there resenting it. Like,
I'm resented with $5 million in my pocket. Would be about it. Yeah. But no, on some serious shit, I'd rather just
lose the argument.
Yeah,
lose the relationship.
So you lose the relationship?
Yeah. Because I ain't gonna stand around resenting somebody forever, bro.
Yeah, because that means no more cheeks. Because y'all ain't happy enough to smash each other.
Exactly.
Because if you argue and you lose the relationship, there's a chance down the line you can get it back. You know, once everybody comes
the
to
smoke's clear and everything's Gucci.
You know, maybe a month or two later. You know, that ain't in that. So yeah, I say I just get the.
He made up his own clause.
Yeah, loophole, baby.
He made the loophole in it.
Yeah.
He could lose it for now, but not forever.
Yeah,
we'll come back.
We'll come back to it. Just gotta separate a little bit.
All right, cool.
What was your answer?
What was your answer?
I'm the one asking the question. I'll probably I'd have to lose the relationship. I can't do that.
I can't sit down here and resent somebody. It takes a lot of time and effort.
Because no matter what, I'm a one fuck. Because then, knowing how my relationship is, if something like that happened, you know, she gonna walk around in the sexy shit, and then I'm gonna just be like, I know I'm not hitting. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be, and it's all a ruse to get you to apologize and shit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man. Anger is a poison that only affects me. You know what I'm saying? So, sitting around.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. You know, when you see a girl in lingerie, that kind of you forget everything you was angry about.
Yeah, usually.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. But that says forever.
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, that is forever. God
so it doesn't matter.
It don't matter what shit.
No matter what you
like, you gonna see it, but you ain't hitting shit.
Yeah,
she said you resenting her forever.
Think I'm supposed to give her some? Hell no.
She ain't getting shit.
Yeah, I ain't
so now technically you taking yourself out of this situation. She ready to clap you out here saying, she ain't getting nothing of this shit tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to lose the relationship. That's too much. That's too much stress, bro. All right. She's loyal but boring, or exciting but unpredictable.
Give me the loyal and boring chick all day goddamn long.
Yeah. I'll take that.
Yeah, I rather. I like exciting women, but they also too. They
unpredictable.
Unpredictable. Crazy. Yeah, you never know what the hell is about to do.
Never let them know your next move.
Yeah, boy.
She gonna let us know her next move.
in my late teens, early 20s, yeah, hell yeah, I was dumb and unpredictable too. But as I'm gotten older, yeah, shit.
Just imagine that as an adult, bro.
Yeah, boy.
Longer time.
Yeah. Me and my sister, we're going over to Vegas. What do you mean?
We're going to Vegas.
Yeah, we're leaving right now.
On a last minute. She on her way to the airport. Yeah. Now I'm telling you.
Where the kids? Where's the fucking kids?
I thought you had them.
I'm at work.
That's wild.
Yeah, you can't live like that. Not in your 30s.
Yeah, that's worse.
You get to a point, definitely when you got kids, you got to plan everything. Can't do it. So don't get me wrong. Is it fun sometimes to be a little unpredictable and all that? You know, in a relationship, yeah. But I don't need it all the time. Not 100% of the time. That should be like, look here, I gotta sit down somewhere. Matter of fact, there's some TV shows I
gotta watch.
You got a nigga out here climbing rocks and shit. Fuck, we doing hiking.
Yeah, but what's boring to some people? That's the thing.
That is true.
Boring is
because I like just chilling and watching movies, and another time we go out somewhere and do some simple shit.
Yeah, I came to my relaxation stage.
Yeah,
where you get to sit on your couch, put your feet up, and go like,
yeah,
and tell everybody, and you're really not listening, and just watching TV. That's a good stage.
Boring could be also like just straight missionary all the time, and just.
Hey man, some people like
no.
that.
I mean, no seasoning in your food as.
Oh nah, you're doing too much, bro. This man said no seasoning in your food. Like, nah.
She wears fucking long jean skirts down to the ground and a fucking button up every time.
I ain't gonna lie, some women can pull that off and make it sexy, bro.
I guess
it's just how it fits the body.
Yeah,
trust me, I've seen church dresses to the floor.
I guess.
It make you wonder more. Yeah. You'd be like,
it's not wonder more. I told you, it's how it fits the body.
Yeah, 100%. You'd be like, boy. Yeah, see, but still, I'm thinking of exact opposite of whatever.
You talking about that oversized? You can't tell what's under there.
The way you talking about is like that ultra boring relationship where everything feels like it's just the same.
Yeah, you get pecks on single day, pecks on the cheek whenever
Yeah, it's just the same situation. There's no jokes cracking. There's nothing like exciting happening. It's just the same.
Might
shit.
as well be dating a principal. Your high school principal or some shit.
I've seen a badass principal.
Or a nun or something.
You know what?
that's
I've seen. Yeah, we go. All right, yeah, I understand,
but in real life,
nuns?
One.
Where?
Well, I met a girl who said she was a nun. Don't know if it's true.
I thought you was talking about. But I say, I guess.
No, not that.
That's what you want to count it as. See the nun.
Halloween.
Yeah. I say you see a bunch of them.
Just for that night. Yeah, I see a bunch of them.
But no, real life shit. Yeah, I'd rather be just with a chick that
relaxing and boring.
That likes to kick.
Our version of boring.
Yeah,
I'll say
what the world considers boring. You know what I'm saying?
The world? Yeah, I would say what the world considers boring, bro.
That's kind of, I don't know what the world considers boring. A lot
of things. Bro, the world wants you to go jump off cliffs doing the hang gliding shit as a.
And I bet you somebody out there might think of that shit boring because I've done it already.
Yeah, you're true.
I mean, yeah, that's not an average person though.
I know, those are some adrenaline junkies type shit. That's where that unpredictability come in. When your girl comes and say, I got a surprise for you, what we doing? You on a plane, you think you going somewhere, the door slide.
Put this on.
All you hear is the plane start to beat. What the hell is going on?
We jumping out.
The pilot jump out, and she jump out, and they're stuck there with a parachute in your hand.
What the fuck? That's how you hear fuck.
At that point, that's assassination, bro.
Oh shit. Boy. Stream of fish just falling right next to you. I'm pissing you. Mid-air. Oh shit.
Oh Oh man.
What we got for the next one?
Okay. All right, here's the next one.
Oh.
She respects you but isn't sexually into you, or desires you but disrespects you.
Some people are into that last one.
Bro.
Yeah.
But damn, I ain't gonna lie. She respects you but not sexually into you.
See, I couldn't be in a sexless relationship.
I need the clap cheeks.
I can talk shit. We can talk shit all day. As long as I'm getting the buns, we good.
Shit.
Oh man. Yeah. What?
So all's forgiven as long as you let me hit.
Yeah, you mean a little disrespect, but after a while,
Oh no, this is constant disrespect, bro. Everything,
man.
bro. Every day. Everything you do, disrespect. You ain't making enough money. You a bitch ass nigga.
That's crazy.
But then she get you in that room
Hey.
with that puss on you.
And that's it. All's forgiven.
All's forgiven. She disrespect you, little dick ass nigga.
The whole time, she talking shit the whole time.
Bro, I couldn't do that, bro.
Word. Fucking take the trash out.
You supposed to be hearing her, she hearing you.
It ain't slaps no more. She out here
You ain't even hitting this shit right. Punk ass bitch.
Left to right.
Yeah, that shit turned into a kink real fast.
That's the relationship.
like, ooh.
That's the relationship. She turned around and peg you.
Boy,
You my bitch now.
I'm fighting him. It's getting hands up. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, look here.
Damn, son.
That's basically what a dominatrix is, though, right? She talk shit to you, disrespect you.
That make you feel little.
Yeah, fucking zip you
I don't know
up.
how guys is into that shit, bro.
Hey man,
Some people are into
some
it.
people like
Some
that.
dudes like to not feel in control because that's all they do. That's why there's a lot of CEOs. And shit.
Oh, I thought he was about to confess.
No.
Listen, I'm kind of.
I got a spot that I'm into, guys.
Man, what was it? Them girls?
Horrible decisions.
Yeah, I was like, I'm glad, and I'm kind of scarred from listening to them.
Oh yeah.
Because then you learn a bunch of shit that
You learn a lot until they start saying stories, and then you like,
yeah, like niggas really out here doing this, bro.
really and truly,
And
when you got
it's the money, it's the dudes with money that's doing this.
Yeah,
yeah.
CEOs, boy,
Because of them, I realized some of y'all motherfuckers like getting pegged, bro. Like
A lot of them like
a lot of
pegged,
them,
bro.
and they won't disclose who they are.
Yeah. They,
But y'all athletes out there, that's all I'm gonna say. Cause that's what that's
they said them athletes.
them athletes, 6'5" guys, whatever.
They bending them over.
That is wild, dude.
It's a wild
Better
world.
watch your favorite player.
He go in there, he ain't dribbling right for some reason. Yeah. To each his own, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't shame here.
No kink shame, I guess.
Do you? That's all I can say. Do you?
All right.
I just know if I see you sitting sideways looking weird, I'm gonna be like, yeah, all right, nigga.
See why you couldn't make that shot, huh?
All right, yeah, next one.
Yeah.
A little awkward silence.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You come home and catch your wife sucking your best friend dick.
What the fuck are we doing here? Parental advisory. Close your ears, Pops.
Our mother's gonna call us on this one. Oh boy.
This is why. Why?
Oh, why? It was going so good. Everybody's favorite uncle gotta come and fuck shit up.
All right, let's get into it.
You come home and catch your wife sucking your best friend dick. Do you A, kill your wife? B, kill your best friend? C, kill both?
Damn.
So you can't just be like fuck both of y'all and just walk out the door. Both of them gotta go. I'm sorry. I'm doing double homicide. I'm calling the cops right after. I'm gonna have to go with both. But yeah, because that's disloyalty on two ends and disrespect on two ends.
In your own home. God damn.
And this ain't like fucking
your best friend and your
Vampire
wife.
Diaries, god damn it. Sharing girls and shit like that. Golly.
That is wild. And that's not even how the question went. Well, that's not how the answers went. But he had to go ahead and spin the shit.
He put his sauce on it.
He put his sauce on it.
Pause.
The facts. Yeah, but I'm gonna kill both.
Yeah, I think we all agree. All right.
That went by fast.
Hash sling and slash it. What? Zing, 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 zing. I'm gonna turn into the old girl from that anime. May I ask?
Straight hands.
Yeah, I'm
Straight
gonna
hands.
walk in the door. I'm like, I can't believe this. You know, before I leave, may I ask one thing? Which one of you motherfuckers can run fast? Shit.
Oh shit. Oh yes. And that was this or that. That's what happens when you get all three of us here together. We're unpredictable.
Straight bullshit.
Especially Uncle D over there.
Yeah, boy. Alright, so I guess unpredictable. We'll go with the unpredictable thing. You know, who predicted all this damn music dropping this weekend, boy?
Shit.
I don't know, but I love it. I'm glad it's happening. Y'all need to drop more.
Yeah, we got
Ain't good.
Rocky was already in the cut, but we weren't expecting the Wale. We weren't expecting the Wiz. I wasn't. I didn't hear nothing about Wiz. I didn't hear nothing about Wale. No rumblings. Joyner dropped that song. Who else we missing?
And then Cole.
Oh, Cole dropped a track, disc 2, track 2, or track 2, disc 2. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Man, it's a good little end of the week for music.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good beginning of the year for music.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
So,
And then we got Doechii coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Where we want to start at? We want to start with Cole, and then
let's start with Cole because everybody talking shit.
Talking shit.
I mean, just they don't want to hear him talking about how he's the best anymore.
Yeah, those are all the Drake fans.
Yeah, I know.
The Drake fans and the Kendrick fans, they are all
ganging up on Cole right now.
Yeah, now they done united. They hate for that light skinned man.
Let's call a truce.
And they love
this nigga Cole.
No.
Yeah, boy. But I think, to be honest, it was a well-rounded song, and it shows the talent of his pen. And I think what they're doing is they're taking away from the. I mean, look, not to sound like that guy, but some people just don't take the depth of music to that level. All they do is listen to for the bars, right? Mm-hmm. They want to hear the bar that's going to make them want to replay it. But listen to the story he's telling and like how crazy he is doing it. And then not also is he telling a story. He's telling a story backwards from death to
very
birth.
intricate.
You know
that's
what I mean?
a very intricate way to look at your life, especially a future that's not really there yet.
Yeah.
And start your story off from death.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, revert it back to pretty much you still being a spirit. You know what I mean? Before you was even born. Mm-hmm. Like to go back into your psyche, to go from there, talking about your grandkids holding up your casket, to even down to the driver turning to the church with the hearse, and then even stepping back forward from that to seeing your son being born, pretty much disappearing back into the womb, and from there, man, to go in depth like that, to see life as it is and go backwards like that, it shows.
Yeah, it's talent.
Like, it's a talent. You feel me?
And I see a lot of people hating. They're like, oh, Nas did it better because Nas has he has a track, you know, where he raps backwards.
It doesn't matter who did it better, who did it? Like, no one complains about when niggas talk about the money, cars, and hoes.
Yeah.
Every single record.
So who did that better?
Two people do a backwards record, and now it's a problem.
And I think, all right, we did a lot, but go back and listen to the tape. We did kick this nigga back in. After he dropped out, we more than kicked it back in. We jumped on him.
I can separate you participating in a beef from your
because that's what
skills.
we kicked his back in for. Not the fact of the artist that he was, that he is, sorry, and stuff like that. We always told him that he's a great artist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And what I'm getting at is, like, when niggas was kicking his back in, but Thomas went through, right? I think just because if now that we know what was going on and we seen with our own eyes what happened with the Drake and Kendrick shit, it was probably the best move for him to do is to step the fuck back.
Let that play out.
Yes, and was he trying to play? He was trying to be cool with both sides. He dropped the Port Antonio, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, there's nothing that would, for me, now that Tom's went on, I still consider him one of the greatest MCs. So yeah, I want him to talk his shit. I don't care that he decided to back out of the beef no more, because I seen how that shit got crazy.
That shit got.
And to be honest, and plus I didn't want him having a half-assed fucking diss track anyway. If his soul wasn't in the beef, why would you want him in there?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just like back in the day, you got a homie, you know, you and your homie about to get into it, but you see your homie over there shaking, you like, oh, fuck. I guess I'm fighting these niggas by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, look, man, I think I should turn around. Yeah, you let that one go home. You know what I'm saying? You don't be a part. You don't gotta be. Don't be a part of this. Go home.
What I always said, like, what would have happened even if he stayed in the beef? What would have happened? Well, we would have had 2 lawsuits on our hands. Like real shit. Like, when you sit down here and saw all the aftermath of what happened after this, it became a very crazy background situation. Lawsuits getting thrown. Then you got he was buying, he was doing. So at the end of the day, to me personally, you know what I mean, did we want to hear it? Did we want to see it? Yes. But I'm glad that he kind of stepped off, because at the end of the day, how this ended up turning out, it wasn't even warranted on that side either. But who knows? It could have been different, but based off of what we've seen, we could have been talking about this in a whole different light.
But we also got some dope music from Cole.
We could also,
because we got dope tracks from everybody. Oh, yeah. There was 1 or 2 hit or miss, but still.
And look, I'm saying, like, you never know. We could in the future might get our Drake and Kendrick family fade, because now why not? Kendrick and Drake already had their thing. Why not, for the love of the sport and competitive? Cole and Kendrick. Yeah, Cole and Kendrick go for it. Because, I mean, that would be. Just think about it. It was going to be 2 niggas trying to fade one nigga back then. It was Drake and Cole rapping towards Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And then only when Cole stepped away was the lane clear for Kendrick to be able to do whatever he needed to do, and Drake. Even also for Drake to be able to take his stance. You know, it's like an old Mexican standoff, old Western standoff. You know, you just got 2 niggas in the street with pistols. You know, just who quick draw first.
I still feel it would have been a triple threat. I feel like eventually that would have turned into a triple threat.
Somebody would have said some shit.
Because I feel like, and this is just me thinking,
it had to be Drake saying something to it.
Either Drake or I feel Cole would have separated that shit and said he is like, I am that and whatever.
So both y'all niggas.
Yeah, I feel like that would have went somewhere.
Because I don't think I don't care what DJ Academics has to say. I seen him doing something today.
Why do you care? We know where his allegiance lies, so it's like, why does it matter?
I was about to say from the words,
but there's so many people that follow and listen to him that, like, and it's not. He's earned his. You know, he put the work in. Ain't no hate on that. There's just so many people listen to him that you gotta kind of like say, because you gotta put a different narrative out there. Definitely when you have a voice his big, saying the things that he's saying, you know, there's so many people that are that his word is gospel, right? So I don't care what he has to say. I want that man to talk his shit, and I like the fact that he still has that confidence, because the internet could have easily just broke that man down. You know what I'm saying? But obviously he don't care what the internet say either. So
that's a good thing.
Yeah, a great thing. I can't wait for it to fall off to drop. I've been waiting on it for so long.
He's at his inner peace.
And we've been on this podcast asking Cole to come back outside. It's okay. And he finally decided to do it. And I swear to God, if I had a fucking streamer and one of those little confetti pop things, I'd pop that motherfucker right now. Jesus Christ. I've been missing some cold.
On the 2626.
And the beat was nice too.
Yeah.
And then I want to see what's up with that snippet at the end.
That video was nice. That whole music video was nice. The way everything was just reversing back. Like that whole thing. That whole song, the production of the video, everything, it was superb. Like I'm excited for this album to drop.
That's what
I'm excited. Yeah.
When I saw it on IG when it dropped, I was more focused on the actual shooting of the video than what he was actually saying.
Yeah.
It took me. I had to look at it, listen to it again, and realize he was actually saying everything in reverse, and that's what was going on.
And even in the video, the whole thing was in reverse too, because I didn't realize that until I started watching the Law Twins and everybody like really do the deep dive reviews. And it was like, did you see that where he threw the paper back, but the paper came back forward to him, and they were saying like flowers was falling pretty much upwards instead of down. Like I didn't pick it up either. Like I'm watching this and I'm like, I'm still missing things even within the video.
Yeah, no.
Like if you don't really pay attention to the whole situation, you will sit up there and miss little things and like, damn.
It was backwards for me. I noticed his lyrics. I noticed he was rapping backwards first, and then I rewatched like instantly, and I seen the videos in backwards, and I was like, this nigga is cold. Like, cause I was focusing on J. Cole the whole time he was rapping. Mm-hmm. Like, cause I was watching his movements and shit, and then after I was like, ooh, did he just do what I think he did? I went and rewatched, and then I was like, oh, this video is all just going backwards, and I was like, that's dope. I like the concept. I really do. To be honest, there ain't too many people who are just that talented. Even to be precise with the wording of his things, like the do I instead of I do, and all that, and just to make it all right, and talking about his pops walking back into his life
and curing the pain.
That. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It all wrapped up really well. I think I'm excited for it. Like I said, I can't wait to hear more. I want to see more. And no matter what nobody say, J. Cole's still gonna be in my top 3.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Who else we got?
Joyner. He dropped Monsters.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that was dope.
That's a catchy song. Like that's a catchy song. I ain't gonna lie, just listening to it once, you could hear the chorus play in your head over and over and over again.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm trying to remember where that chorus, that thing is from. I can't remember the song name. I heard it somewhere before though.
To me, which is crazy, I was thinking of it, and I was thinking of he stepped into like a Eminem world. The way this whole thing was, like how I was thinking of the song and how everything was playing out. It's like it felt like this is something that M would do the same way. Not what in his version of how M will always create. But I was like, it's like them two is on that part when it comes like to certain creativities that I sit down there and go like, I could see M doing the same thing like this too, doing a song somewhat similar to this too.
Yeah, I love Joyner.
Yeah,
sometimes bro. I wonder about his mental health a little bit. He has he makes some songs that make you think. Definitely he sheds light to mental health. In his records, there's a lot of people ain't doing that. And I be sitting there wondering, like, yeah, he's writing this from a place of like struggle. You know what I mean? Like, but the song, the contents of the song, and I think it's dope. The production of it all, I like it. Sounds good. Amazing beat selection. I might have to listen to it again, just to really get in deep into it. I was focusing on the vibe of it all, and like I said, it made me start thinking, like, man, somebody put a prayer in there for that boy Joyner. That boy makes some
deep tracks.
You grew up listening to Hopsin and Tech Nine. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think more Hopsin because he was kind of in that dark place too. Mm-hmm. So it kind of seemed normal for me.
Yeah,
but it just feel like he was just.
I feel like
had that topic
for me for Joyner. To me, Joyner, this has always been his base though. Like he always touch on subjects that a lot of people won't normally touch on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And since he came out, like I said, for us when it came out to Joyner was that Ross Cappuccino touching on the story that I didn't even know was the actual story until you look it up, where you're talking about somebody that befriended somebody end up betraying them over a gang situation initiation. You know what I mean? Almost left that man to dead, shotgun. He talking about his arm was blown off and type of shit, left that man in the woods type shit. And to do that from two perspectives and then continue on your career pretty much touching on subjects like I'm not racist, even touching on safe driving off of the perspective of a kid, a kid in the streets getting hit, the mother getting into an accident, and a father taking speed and being reckless with speed behind the wheel. You know what I mean? You don't hear songs like that. And you know what I mean? And it just interests me because at the end of the day, for you to take a subject like that and make these songs hit you differently, you know what I mean? That sells you as about the artist that he is, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
I know he did that Three Little Pigs one, referencing the police. Like, that was his way of basically telling his kids how to be careful around the police and situations, you know what I'm saying?
As I said, he's one of them. And he's just, it's crazy that he's very highly underrated. You know what I mean? People don't really consider him. Don't know the true reason why. But it's like...
People just want to hear vibes and shit. They want to hear people talk truth.
Yeah, and then, you know...
the same shit.
Every day you walk around, people are running from mental health, right? Or those deep topics. And if you got a rapper that's touching it, you're gonna be like, I don't even want to let that shit get me into the mental state, right? I mean, that's what I think is the reason why, you know, people will say anything, oh, burger music or coworker, whatever, you know, they call excuses, but it's just because they don't want to think that deep. They rather, you know, use alcohol, marijuana, women, money, clothes, whatever, trends to bury the shit. But, you know, that's why I say, as a person who's willing to talk those topics, it makes me also, you got to realize he's also, to even be able to write songs like that, you got to realize that man's going through stuff, you know. That's where most music comes from, from a place of experience, you know? And it makes you, that's why I say, it made me be like, man, it made me look at Joyner in a way like, man, yeah, send some prayers up for that man. Hopefully he is in a good place and he's just writing old stories or whatever, but like at the same time, I'd be like, man, yeah, that's because the song is deep. He's talking about these monsters in my head, you know, make him think crazy shit, you know what I mean?
Crazy thoughts.
Who doesn't have like an experience like that? Most people do. Like there's just them times where the monster could just be your ego. You know what I mean? The monster could be your anger or whatever.
Intrusive thoughts. Right?
Yeah, the intrusive thoughts. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But at the same time, like you know. So like, anyway, I gotta listen to it again. I want to listen to it again. Definitely with my earphones in. Joyner's I'm always play Joyner whenever I see something. And it makes me wonder, is he gonna do 88? He's gonna drop a whole reloaded version of ADHD.
It said ADHD.
Well, I know you want to say E. Huh? I
be fucked up, but yeah, it said ADHD 2 reloaded. So maybe
we'll see.
Maybe it's like a deluxe or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, might be nice. That'd be nice.
Who else?
Let's talk about Wiz real quick.
Yeah.
That's a vibey. Mm-hmm. That's a real vibey.
It's Wiz,
album.
Bro.
It made me feel like 2016 again when I first started listening to it. Even with the Juicy J,
the Black and Yellow Day.
Yeah, the Juicy because you know Juicy J was on everybody's record back in the day. Mm-hmm. You know, the beat selections. Off the charts. Yeah, you can tell everything on that Chaotic album is meant for the strip club. That's strip club music. Yeah, that's old school strip club music too, boys. And that nigga is swagging on all that shit. That's an old word, guys. Yeah, swag, baby.
I feel like it's very vibey. Like that's one of them you just sit up there and just want to bump your head and just. You don't have to worry about anything. Just go ahead and enjoy that. You know what I mean? Enjoy that music.
Definitely something. Khalifa always brought the vibe. So it's like,
definitely, you could play it in the background of the party. Mm-hmm. And you got the right speakers. Yeah, everybody gonna turn up. Hell, you can probably even work out to that motherfucker.
Because in the car, it goes. It bumps.
As soon as I get my truck tomorrow,
that shit, that's what I'm saying. And for it to be a surprise for me, I was like, okay, Wiz. And I know over the last like year and a half, I've seen Wiz like up his presence online a lot more. And I didn't know if it was because he was going to start rapping again or whatever. But yeah, keep bringing us some more tunes, Wiz.
But I think he had dropped, over these few years, I think he had dropped like little singles. Cause I know he had that one single with him and Ty Dolla $ign that I had. Right now, don't quote me on the name. But he had that one song with Ty Dolla $ign that it came out of nowhere. It just came out like on a Facebook promotion. And I just saw the shit. I was like, you dropping another song?
Yeah.
Like, okay. And it's very catchy. Once again, it's a very catchy song with both of them. So I was like, all right, cool. I don't know if he dropped albums previously. I don't know. You know what I mean? But this one here,
I ain't heard it if he has. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, the only reason I even knew about it is because Apple Music. I got on to look up Rocky, and it said Wiz Khalifa Chaotic. So then I went to Twitter and I typed in Wiz Khalifa, and it was like it dropped. I was like, yo, okay.
Everybody dropping on the 16th.
Yeah, the 16th was a hot ass day, boy.
Facts.
Yeah, boy.
So what y'all think of Rocky?
Interesting.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of it all.
Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb.
That was an interesting album.
I like the first, so my first listen through, and I didn't even get all the way. I was at like the last, when it goes to, I was at like the last song, right before it goes to the other two songs, right? First listen through, like I had listened to the singles that he dropped, so I was already messing with those. There's that one song that right before he gets to Punk Rocky that I had to skip. I ain't gonna lie. It was a little too experimental for me. But everything else.
Which one?
It's called Shut the Fuck Up. STFU.
Okay.
And I was like,
okay.
Just the intro of it, I was like, sorry, Rocky. Yeah, I had to skip that.
It's funny. I didn't really listen, which was crazy because when I was playing it, I was at the yard. And I heard it. And to me, I thought at first I thought the goddamn album either got skipped or it just went to something else. I was like, well, what am I listening to? Mm-hmm. Or whatever the case may be. Then I started realizing, I said, no, this is still ASAP. But there's a few songs on this here that is very experimentalist. That's why I say it's very interesting because I think he has one that seems very classical.
Yeah, that's that one with Doechii.
There you go.
Yeah, that shit with Doechii hard.
I have to re-listen to it.
Robbery. Yeah, that shit fire.
So that's what I was saying. There's a lot of them that I was listening. I said, this one is I myself have to sit down there and really tune into it.
Yeah.
Because it's just based off of what I was hearing. Because for me, my experience of it was I was an on and off listener because I was doing things while it was playing. So I didn't get a chance to really sit down and soak it in. But just based off of like the beat selections of what I've heard, I was like, okay, this one is a very bit different for me. And I'm not a heavy A$AP Rocky listener at all. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. So for me, if this is pretty much like my first introductory album to A$AP. Mm-hmm. So so y'all could tell me if this is something that he does on a regular or whatever. I don't know. But
yeah, that's about up his thing. Yeah, it's not going to change for him.
That's why I said for me, that's why I looked at it. It was like, this is very, I guess for me, I like somewhat of the experimenting that he's doing. He's making it his own and it's being different. So, but like I said, I gotta really lock into the album to really give y'all my full.
I'll tell you this: the first few songs, niggas just rapping his ass off. Mm-hmm. Like he's good, and I like what is it called? Stole my flow. Mm-hmm. I like that track. Helicopter goes hard.
Yeah, Helicopter is nice.
It goes hard. I'm glad we didn't get whatever version that was that Playboi Carti was supposed to be on. Because I don't think that song could get any better.
No Trespassing and Stop Snitching was nice too.
Yeah, Stop Snitching. That's what I like that. It felt like classic streets, like old school. That's what I'm saying. It felt like the music industry went back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? There's certain songs, certain sounds, because that reminded me of like 2015, 2016 too. That Stop Snitching song. That boy said, "I'm gonna get a stop sign and put it on my shirt." I was like, boy, there was a homeboy I used to have. He had a stop sign cut in his head and said, "Stop." And he was like, "Man, it was supposed to say stop snitching." You know what I'm saying? But
Man, them barbers back then couldn't do that shit.
It was our homeboy. He would cut our hair for $5.
I remember one time when I was younger, I asked the barber to put a dagger in the side. Like, no, it wasn't a dagger. It was a fucking Nike check.
Yeah.
Man, it looked like a fucking dagger, bro. I had to tell I was like, I couldn't tell people I asked for a Nike check and it's a dagger.
Yeah, boy, you gotta get the ball fade after that.
I used to put designs in my hair. I went
to certain bars.
That's when they used to do the.
If they too old school, bro, they ain't doing a design.
No, hell
they gonna fuck your shit up.
That's when they used to do the. That's when the mohawk phase came in.
Yeah,
and I had
a mohawk phase.
Yeah,
I tried it once.
I had a mohawk at one point. I had the shooting star on the side of my. I had the shooting star, and then after that for Halloween, I did the spider webs.
Girl, don't do it.
And then after that, I cut it off because it started bothering me.
I wasn't down here when I was doing high top phase. Nah, I don't think I was down here yet.
No, I don't think I've ever seen you with a hot top.
I was trying to figure out, did you?
I did. I think I was in Connecticut still.
You said the hot top,
bro. Try to be kid and play.
I ain't gonna lie. Remember the 80s did. We got all the way off. Wait a minute.
So the 80s
Niggas started talking about the mohawk. We went on some Travis Porter shit. Then we got on some mohawk, some hot top shit. But Rocky definitely was a good listen. I like I said, I had to skip one song. I didn't make it all the way through. That shit with Doechii is really good. I really like the way they teamed up on that. It was a real good song. It was a vibe. But I'm gonna have to listen to it again. But off my first listen, I'll give it a solid 8. I'm gonna get at a solid 8 for a project.
I think I need to finish.
I'm about to yeah, because I don't want to.
Because I reached right where you started doing the punk rock thing.
I like that song Punk Rocky too. Like because y'all know me, I listen to different music. I like that alternative rap sound too. I've always liked alternative rap when I like when people get experimental with their sound. Yeah. But it's not for everybody. But I listen to rock, so and I listen to all forms of rock. So
that's what I said for me. That's why I have to listen to it because. Just off of first listen for me is you could tell like how I was listening to it is it kind of threw me off guard because like I said it's something that I'm not really used to. So it's like since it threw me off guard, I didn't give it the full listen that I want to because I'm doing other things while this is playing through the truck. So it's like, you hear the beat play, it's like, am I still listening to ASAP? I'm not, like you start questioning what you're listening to, but I just let it play. So I didn't really give it a full share. Like, okay, let me really tap in with it. Let me sit down and let that shit play and really hear what the whole project is about. So I can't give it a rating as yet.
What about you, man?
I guess so far from what I heard, I'll give it 7. Okay. I need to finish, like I said, past the punk rock stuff just to see. But so far, I'll give it a 7.
Okay. Do we care at all that he might have been dissing Drake and
I don't care.
Travis Scott? I really don't care.
Yeah, it's just that shit's been going on for years.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, who hasn't dissed Drake? Shit, I think I might even got a track to diss Drake. I ain't nobody.
So everybody got one.
Yeah. Shit, who ain't Drake dissed either? So shit. All right, so what we moving on to next, gentlemen? We done with the new music.
What we got?
Cam Newton and Lady London.
Niggatry is crazy.
So I did listen to the entire thing, and I feel like man's made a fool of himself.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other way to put it.
That's the word on the Twitter streets.
That's the word. Word from the bird, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's crazy because I only watched the beginning of it, like as the whole thing goes by, but you could tell, like, you know what I mean, Lady London, she's very, based off what I say, she's a very relaxed person.
Yeah,
like she's very chill. She was very
nothing this man was doing.
Yeah,
was affecting her. Like
because he said some wild shit in the beginning when she asked him the question of what is your zodiac sign? Because she said she's a Cancer, and she said she's highly sensitive. And what's it called?
Oh, good.
And she said, what is your zodiac sign? Mm-hmm. And I think that's what he said. He's God.
He's a God.
He's a God.
Nigga, just answer.
And she said, she looked at him like, what? He's like, because he says, God says, I'm a reflection of, you're a reflection of me. So he said, I'm God, or whatever. And then it goes deeper, where he actually gives her his birthday was May 11, I think 1989. What he said, I was my mama's favorite favorite
it goes
son.
on some random side talk.
And he says that, pretty much she has 3 sons, so that vagina was fire.
Bro, when I'm telling you, this man went left. I don't know where he was trying to go with this, bro.
The whole time I'm looking at her, and she's just sitting there,
just chill,
go ahead,
like it's normal,
talk your shit, just let him okay.
Hey, if this your platform, if you okay with this,
if you want to go ahead and say what you want to say, go ahead.
As long as you paid me right to be here.
And then she had to tell him, you do know, and she thinks you do know that God made the constellation. She went, because he said he's a combination of TD Jakes and I forgot who he said. He's a combination of both, or whatever the case may be. And then she turned around and told him about the constellations. God made the constellations to guide or whatever. I was like, yo, Lady London hold her own on that one. Shout out to her. Underrated. She feels like she's underrated or whatever on the mainstream side of everything, because she's trying to get into that business of how can I. It's things that we've talked about here, which is it's crazy. We've talked about it, the way music is perceived nowadays. That the fact of the matter is, she even said it right now, the Gen Zers don't take on information or anything. Everything has to be quick. She said it. He was like, we grew up in an era where the fact of the matter is, MCs, when you make a song, it was 4 or 5 minute songs, and you get to indulge and digest that. He's like, now everything is a minute and a half to 2. And she's like, I'm trying to see how I can tap in, be me, but also tap into, letting the younger generation know, there's other music than just the microwavable. Because she even gave an example, which was cool, about if a label finds somebody making tacos, talking a song about making tacos, then the next label is gonna find another artist that wants to sing a song about tacos instead of Greek salad. And that's what she was talking about, which was dope.
Yeah, it's good to always know that there's people that we ain't just talking in a vacuum up here. That's a lot of the stuff we've been talking about.
That's why I say it feel good when and that's within the first 20 minutes of the whole 10, 15 minutes. All that shit went down.
Shit was going down throughout the whole.
It started off, to me personally, it started off good because he was complimenting her
certain things. I'm like, is this how he is? Because like I said, I don't be watching his stuff like that, so I'm trying to figure out if this is just how he is or if he's trying to put on a show for her.
I knew something was wrong with that nigga when he started wearing that big ass hat. You know what I'm saying?
That's the dude's style. People be wearing weird shit, bro.
When that nigga started wearing 3 coats and a scarf.
Okay, that's.
I was like, yeah, and why he always look, not to attack the man's style, but he always looked like he walked by the Walmart and found homeless people and be like, yes, I see the vision. You know what I mean? And that's how he dresses himself. You know what I mean? But hey, everybody is eccentric in their own way, So I'm not gonna knock the man's style, but you can also tell just by from the clip that you gonna play it.
Well, I was waiting till you're done.
No, I'm saying that from this clip that he about to play, you can just see this man is full of himself. He's smelling his own shit, man.
How would you describe your style in one word? That's an adjective.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, word.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Eclectic.
It's eclectic.
Well, heavy on the N. Because
There's no N in it.
No. It's my word.
Oh, let's unpack this. Okay, got it. Sure word. Spell it for me.
Nclecta.
Okay.
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
Do you want to know what the N stands for?
Niggatry.
Yeah. Pure.
Well,
And
it's a fact that he put an A in that bitch too.
I want to know what the A is at the end.
But is there
heavy on the A is silent?
is there a point where you get so big and famous that your ego just won't let you be wrong? You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like he got caught out on this shit, and then he was like, oh shit, I'm saying this word wrong. Let me freestyle real quick. Let me dig myself out this hole real fast.
Could be, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. So, like I said, is there a point you think
Tried to save himself to make himself look better. Shit made him look
worse?
worse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you think at a point you just get too famous that
You don't think nothing could happen to you?
yeah, you don't, or you your ego,
Or is it
there ain't
just
never no wrong.
When it comes to women, you ain't never dealt with someone like Lady Luck.
That's because
Because technically that's the second time because they
The second time?
What's her name? Brian. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this lady name. Well, Miss Bryant was the one that was on there too, where they talked about Joe Budden talked about it too. Where I forgot what went down in that episode, but that's why everybody's keeps their whole thing about this is every time a educated woman is in the room with Cam, that's when he decides to act stupid,
act a fool
because he can't handle it.
I think also she's very pretty, Miss London. Very, very pretty.
I mean, he did try to shoot a shot.
Yeah, like you get. I get around pretty women. I start acting dumbass motherfucking too. Shit. Like I've definitely been there before, but at the same time, you also gotta realize when it ain't working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
as a man,
call it quits.
So look, back in the day, as a man, when you spitting game, when do you notice like, hey, this ain't working?
I can't. I was a corny ass dude, bro. And I ain't gonna blame them, but the women that chose to want to be with me didn't give me a chance to spit no game. It was just like, oh, they came, they liked me, and I went from there. So it's like I already had one foot in the door, so I ain't really had to work that hard.
You can tell by the interest.
Yeah.
Like, it's just facial expressions.
Yeah,
or if they're really engaging with you or not. Like, after a while, you go like, all right, cool. Like,
but some motherfuckers don't get hints.
That's true.
Until the girl be like, no, leave me the fuck alone.
That's
a different situation.
Just ignoring every single.
You just ignoring the
sign.
signs in front of you. Like, you just keep going, and you like. And sometimes as a brother, you go like, my boy, chill, relax, bro.
Some dudes don't want to hear no.
Well, that's their problem. They need to learn what no is. Our parents told us no means no.
Yeah, like, I'm saying, like, those egos be hurt, bro.
That's what
they expect to get every girl they talk to.
Yep. And then you gotta think, he's Cam, right? He can probably get any woman he want. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
He
him
probably not used
freestyling
to
like that, coming up and saying some stuff. Even they said it on Joe Budden podcast. Even if a girl who knows he full of shit, they ain't gonna tell him that. They just gonna be like, oh yeah, oh that makes sense, because he's fucking Cam Newton. You know what I mean? But when you step up to a woman who don't need you, and your game ain't working, and you making a fool of yourself, you gotta know when to hit the damn brakes.
Yeah, to quit.
Yeah, cause boy, there ain't nothing you saying that is interesting that woman. You know.
That's what I said. Just based off of her demeanor of this whole situation, she was like, and like I said, she just sit back and lay back. Go ahead and ask your questions. Like you invited me here, or however that setup goes. I'm here. I'm gonna answer the questions we talking. But then when you start doing, she just there like, okay, oh, okay. That's been her whole demeanor. Especially how she even said that there. Like, ooh, that's interesting. Let's go. Let me hear that. Like, that's how calm and cool she was. Literally from what I've seen for the beginning of this, from the podcast. And I'm like, that's how it seemed like the whole way. She just feel like she was just relaxed. Like, I'm gonna let you do you.
The self-awareness in that situation where you don't know, like, oh, she's setting me up. She's setting me up to look like a jackass is wild, because that's exactly what she was doing. And that's why the niggatry hit so hard, because she knew that he was on some bullshit. Yeah. this is my word. Oh, really? Oh,
Okay, let me hear it.
And then the fucking double down and spell it wrong is crazy.
Eclectic.
This is my word. I don't spell it like this.
Eclecta.
And eclecta.
Yeah, boy.
That is crazy. Heavy on the end.
Heavy on the end.
So there was another part where caught my interest, where they was talking about freestyling, and Lady London gave her what she thought it was, or what she thinks freestyling is compared to, I guess, how most of hip hop thinks freestyling is supposed to be. So let me play this real quick.
Let me hear that. I didn't get to watch this, so this is all new information to me.
That's cool. Would you say that freestyling is a lost art?
Yes.
Why? And where did it die?
I think it died with the requirement to actually know how to rap in order to make records. I think we used to have an appreciation for lyricism, and I think that's the core of freestyling as it is. And to be clear, I think people also misdefine what freestyling is, because people are like, oh man, I wasn't a freestyler, I was a written. The thing about it is freestyling was never meant to be off the top of the head. Freestyle means that you can talk about as many topics as you want under a blanket. It doesn't mean it wasn't pre-written or whatever. It just means it accompanies an entire broad spectrum of topics. So that's what freestyling is, whereas songs are more tailored to a specific topic.
So as artists, y'all write y'all songs, y'all have freestyle. What do y'all think?
I could agree with what she's saying, because off the dome, like when you spitting off the dome, is, to me, I've always said it, I'm not great at doing that, but it does open up your horizons of how to attack a subject, how to attack, or just bring up different things while you're going, because you're just playing around, you know what I mean? You just get a beat and just bullshitting, and it's not supposed to be meant to be a actual song. You're just flexing that muscle type shit. So I could get where she's coming from in the sense of, just broadening your horizons on different topics and how to go ahead and make songs off of this and whatever the case may be. And as an artist, I could see that, like, real shit, like, because when you get stuck in a box, which a lot of artists do, they get stuck in that same lane. It becomes to a point where it becomes stale. The artist it becomes stale, where you're like, okay, I've heard this already. Okay, they've done this already. Okay, they've done this in the last album. Okay, it's the same shit. After a while, it doesn't really help you out. You know what I mean? After a while, it pretty much hinders you as an artist and what you can talk about, and it portrays you as that guy of an artist. Like, okay, all he's gonna talk about is either he's either robbing somebody, or he's either making money this way, or he's fucking this bitch, or there's no depth to that artist where they could go into different lanes and touch different avenues and go like, okay, I see what he did here. Where you could sit, like how we like to break down everybody, like from how we said ASAP, where he's getting intricate with different beats and talking about, like, you're not in the same lane as everybody else. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you stay in the lane, you tend to do the same thing as either the next artist or the following, where the beat selections damn near sound the same. The lyrics is just written differently, but it's the same concept, same topic, and you kind of put yourself in that same niche as everybody else, you know what I mean? Instead of broadening, like we said, Joyner could sit down here, he could probably go into that well, but then he could talk about mental health. He could talk about, public safety. He could talk about racism. He could give you a story that's not his story and break it down from two perspectives. That is an artist that what considers a freestyler. Like, he could broaden his horizon wherever he wants, and he could touch on that subject. You know what I mean?
I think what she getting at more is, right, you know how Wale, he dropped that James freestyle, which I don't even think we talked about it. Did we? Mm-hmm. Oh, see, but that James freestyle, right? He's bringing up all those. It's not a song, right? It's not like a song with a hook in it with the all and all that. He's really just for kind of like we got tracks where we write a 16 or 32, we go off, and it's about whatever we got on our mind. And I can see where she's saying that's considered a freestyle, because you don't have a topic, you're just opening it up and rapping about whatever.
You're able to move around freely on the page without having to stick to some type of structure. There is no structure to it. I agree with that only to a certain limit, because a freestyle to me, and this is how I came up, so it could just be my, my bias, right? Mm-hmm. But a freestyle to me is you on the spot, the beat's playing, and you gotta rap. You don't got no pre-written, you don't got none of that. So if you do rap, you're on the stage, nigga hand you the mic, yeah, you start rapping about, oh, I'm in the club, I'm doing what I feel. You just saying things. And you trying your best to keep it on point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I grew up in Texas, and freestyling is a big part of Texas rap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Them Houston boys would just go into this, they grab the mic, they sipping on their lean, and they just going off. You can tell it's different than a written, because you can hear it in the breaks, and you can hear it, the wheels turning in their head, where they trying to just, say what they said. So freestyling to me has to be a little bit off the dome. You can't, because even when you're in, and I get even on the writing side, because most of it is you're just writing whatever comes to mind. You're like, as long as this shit sounds good. But also, when you write it, you go back, you redo it. Now there is a topic. Now you're writing it. You're not just writing it and then jumping into the booth and recording it. No, you're editing. You're doing this. You don't got a chance to edit when you off the dome that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like it's a cop out for most people who say, oh, a paper, pen, and pad is the form of freestyling. I think it's a cop out, because that's not true. When them boys was in the middle of them stage and they was MCing, real MCing, they didn't have no pen and pad. You know what I'm saying? They was up there just doing. You know what I'm saying? When the pen and pad came in and niggas was rapping, yeah, you had that 16 in your head that you could do whenever you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Or whenever you go to the radio station, you had something in your head. That's why I say all the time, like, when you see the rappers go on the radio shows like Sway and with Big Boy and all that, and they go and I'm like, them are pre-writtens, because everything's timed down, but you can tell, you can hear it in a person's voice when that shit's off the dome. And some people are just that good, where, you know what I mean, where they can just go. Like Biggie was good at that, yeah, right? Mm-hmm. There's a difference between that. Lil Wayne, as I've gotten older and learned about Lil Wayne rapping off the dome, I don't really consider it, because that nigga was rapping. He kind of do what all these young rappers do. He's saying whatever. He comes up with some witty bars. He says it, and then he might fuck up, and then he tells them to punch me back in. Now, I feel like freestyling is an art of hip hop. It's a part of the tool set. Because for me, when I freestyle, and I'm not like some top tier freestylers, but if you put me in a pinch, and if I need it, let's say I did come with a pre-written, right? But halfway through, I forgot that shit. What am I supposed to do? Just stop? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Or do I keep going, rocking to the beat, doing whatever I can? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that works out, sometimes that doesn't. But at the end of the day, to me, that's where, to me, that's a part of working that muscle. You know what I'm saying? And it only helps make your writing better. I don't know why people, in which I don't think she's like trying to say anything about people who freestyle off the dome, right? But trying to say that it's not a part, or it became another thing. I'm thinking more on the lines when she's talking about that. She is talking about the way these young rappers now are just writing shit. I mean, not writing shit, going into the booth, just spitting whatever, you know what I'm saying? Turn it into a song, like Future, you know what I'm saying? Like Lil Wayne, like most of these young dudes do nowadays. They don't write anything nowadays. But a true freestyle, like I said, is going to help you. It goes hand in hand with your writing. Because, and I'm gonna wrap this up, but when I'm in the car and I hear a beat, it could be just a beat that I just stumbled upon. The way I even come up with the song that I'm gonna write is because I start just playing around with ideas in my head. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Or I might just start rapping about something, and then I'll switch to another topic, and then I'll switch to another topic and be like, actually, I like what I was saying right here. Let me create this. And now it gives me a song, but I have to be able to let my mind just run free. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's my take on it. I think it's something that every rapper should work on. I know you don't got to be perfect at it. I don't think unless you want that to be your thing. I'm the best off the dome freestyler. You know what I'm saying? I write.
I'm the worst.
I write pre-writtens all the time, and they don't have topics to them. So yeah, they are a form of freestyle. It's just my thoughts. But to me, it's not the pure freestyle. A pure freestyle's got fuck ups in it. Pure freestyle is you. To me, that's just my thing because that's how I grew up. That's how I grew up here in Texas music. That's how I grew up in the little rap circles. We would be young, 14, 15, standing outside beatboxing, and we just rapping. We didn't have nothing written in front of us. When we got serious and we went to the studio, that's when we sit down and pull the pad out. You know what I mean? So, as my culture, Texas hip hop culture, I think freestyling is opposite of what she's saying, because I mean that's just the way we grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you'd get songs like Slow, Loud, and Bang and all in my trunk full of scut. That's from zero, boy. Mo City freestyle, boy. You wouldn't get half of Big Mo, you know, none of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like Houston's the screw tape, the screw era is them niggas in a room with mics just rapping, getting fucked up. And they slowing the music down and they chopping it. You know what I'm saying? DJ Screw over there doing this thing. They just in there. Man, hold up. That's where I think that Texas slang even comes from niggas freestyling. Man, hold up. They was niggas just saying whatever, just on the mic, and then it just caught on. You know what I'm saying? I done came down, you know, niggas just doing shit. Anyway, I'm off of that. But again, I don't agree with her 100%. I do agree with what kind of she's saying. Like, you know, if we take the shackles off of an artist's mind and stop putting so much labels, maybe things could, you know, you let people a little more free anyway. But yeah, that's my take on her take.
Well, for me, growing up, like, anytime somebody talked about freestyling, I always thought it was off the dome. Would you consider ciphers? Because I know after a while I realized it was pre-written stuff.
I said that depends. If you're doing this, like how we said, if you're doing a cipher where everybody.
No, but what originally, what were ciphers considered like off the dome freestyles?
What? I thought they were.
That's what I'm saying. Until I really started listening to music, because it was Tech Nine's freestyle that caught me. Mm-hmm. He did his freestyle, and then like sometime later, I heard it in a song. Mm-hmm. The same exact verse, the same, you know. Of course, they had a different beat on it, but it was the same thing he spit.
Yeah, that's pre-written.
So
I think it just depends, right? Because certain ciphers, like definitely if it's a big cipher, y'all recording this, you want that to be basically you go into the studio, you like, y'all the 5 niggas that's gonna be on this cipher, write whatever you want. There ain't no topic, there ain't nothing. So that's what kind of creates the cipher. And then you're just going, because the cipher is supposed to be the energy, right? Mm. Being in a cipher, like what we used to do, we used to huddle up.
That's all I was going to say.
Everybody get around. Somebody either bring a beat or niggas start making a beat. Boom, 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 bah. You know, and then next thing you know, one nigga say, fuck it, I'm jumping in, you know, and he start flowing. And then another nigga catch the vibe. And now everybody over there just body rocking to whatever, you know what I'm saying? Music just flow. And niggas will be around, people just wanting to listen. You know what I'm saying? That, to me, that's what the cipher is. It's the circle where the energy of the hip hop energy is circulating. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I said. When I agree with that, that's why I say it depends, because when you're doing a lot of those ciphers, a lot of times from what I've seen is people actually are free. It's not something that is pre-written, because you don't know the beat, you don't know what's going to happen. And a lot of times they come, like you say, it's coming off the energy. So what somebody's saying and how they going, that's when the next guy jumps in or girl jumps in, and then they start making their verse or whatever, they 8 or whatever, and then the person jumps in next to it. Sometimes you'll be lucky where somebody say something random and they go off of that.
Yeah, what we used to do back in the day, because you be ready. It's like double dutch. You're sitting there like, ooh, you want to jump in, but the last word another person said, you'll go off of that, or you'll hear like a metaphor they didn't came up with, and you're like, and then you flip the metaphor and then you go in, but you don't know what's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And A professional cipher like what we see on BET, right? You want them niggas to be at the top of the game.
Yeah.
I don't want you coming in here freestyling, nigga. You might say some crazy shit. I want you to say some crazy shit, but say it with your pen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is my thing. This is how I explain it to people. Whenever I'm rapping, whenever I'm rapping just off the dome, it's a different part of my brain that I'm using. When I'm writing with my pen, I'm more dialed in and I'm deep with it. I can figure. I'm sitting there looking at. I'm putting this together. Oh shit! I got time to sit there and use it.
You're more in tune.
Yeah, I'm more of a.
It's like you engulf yourself in the music because you engulf yourself in that beat and that topic or whatever you're trying to write when you're writing music. Like me, like I said, when it comes down to freestyling, like I said, I'm slowly. I'm not there. I'm not even gonna say myself an intermediate. I still feel I'm still rookie in this shit. But you could also feel the freedom of it because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, you're just going. Whatever your brain says to go, go. I often overthink while you're doing this shit because in your head it's like you're trying to come up with a range, and just instead of being real free about it, you're really trying to come up with another word to rhyme with your last word, or does it make sense? You go, like for me, you go into writing mode real quick because that's how I started off. I started off writing. So my mind just goes into write mode when you're starting to rhyme. So you're trying to figure out the next line real quick, but sometimes it doesn't come. Sometimes you just get lucky and go like, fuck it. It just goes. And wherever it goes, it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Cause it's just something that came to me just now. Cause I remember at one point people said, you know, you look up a cipher on YouTube, is dudes, like I said, they make a circle everywhere. Somebody randomly does a beat. Somebody starts going off the dome, and the vibes just pick up from there. But then when you watch BET Cypher, it's real organized. Like they make it seem like everything could be off the dome, but then again later on you start to pick up things. Because sometimes somebody might say something in the cipher and it sound real good, and then you just hear it in the actual music later on. So it's like, was it really?
You know what always gives it away is when the nigga in the back that came with them, they can spit the exact line the exact same time. You know what I'm saying? You like, how did this nigga know the bar? That ain't off the dome. Yeah, you actually been practicing this shit. And your homeboy been in the room with you while he was practicing. He's like, that's my part. You know what I'm saying?
Why say even what's it called? Them freshmen, double XL freshmen ciphers.
Like, I feel that last one.
That one I ain't gonna talk about that one. I was talking about
even though they've been back, because the one with Big X, he didn't sound too good on it. But then when you hear his actual music, it's dope as hell. So I feel like it could have been off the dome.
Some of them, because some of them I've heard in songs the Baby on was written because I heard the same exact verse. I think Meg Thee Stallion on, because they was on the same thing. That same cipher, that same verse that she spit was on a song already. So it's like, I would say some of them. I'm not going to say all because, like I said,
I never heard.
Some people are coming. They like we was just saying. Some artists are coming into that nuance of it where they will say whatever and go off. You know what I mean, on it. Doesn't matter if it's nice or not nice, you know, they'll go off. But then you got some of them that will sit up there and give you an actual, you know.
Do y'all remember Kodak's double XL?
No.
That boy started out saying, "Who the fuck made this little funky ass beat?" He freestyling. He was in that, but look, in the cipher especially, it don't matter. There ain't no rules. Like, you know, nobody's saying all this shit has to be off the dome. That's a rule. You can make it. Your cipher is your cipher. I done been in ciphers where you can tell this nigga wrote this shit and this that one he got remembered.
Remember in his head, yeah.
Every time somebody pull up on him and say, "Hey, rap," that's the song he gonna that's the verse he gonna rap. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that thing. You like, oh, that you can tell. But what you would say in my mind, what I'm down, that nigga pin code. You know what I'm saying? But then when I hear a nigga come up with some shit just as cold standing next to a nigga, you can tell that this nigga just freestyling that shit.
Yeah, it's different, yeah.
This nigga done started talking about a stop sign, then he went and roasted a nigga's shoes in the middle of it, and then he talking about how he jumped fresh with his girl, and then now he talking about how he was running from the cop. You be like, whoa, nigga, like, yeah, this nigga just going. You know what I'm saying? That's all off the dome. And then you know when it, man, and a nigga might, man, I done fucked up, but I'm gonna keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna stop me when I'm flowing. Yeah, But at the end of the day, I think freestyling is what you make it. Like, and to be honest, the one thing I do agree with her on is the free part. If it's with a pen or if it's off the dome, you're free from the shackles of a topic. Yeah. And you're able to just let your soul leak either through that pen or, out your mouth. You know what I mean? So
that's a fact.
I don't see nothing wrong with what she says. Everybody has an opinion. And I think this topic is a good topic because I know for years everybody, for me, when people started dropping such and such freestyle, I'm like, nigga, you wrote that though. Like, I never considered those freestyles. I never considered some 16 or 32 that you don't put together as a freestyle. But the more the hip hop is changing and the industry is changing, like I can accept that. I can accept that as considered a freestyle because it is like best freedom. Case in point. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So on the topic of freestyle, just ciphers, I just want to put out this. Cause I don't know if y'all know who Beats by Sammy is. Mm-mm. He's a producer. I don't know if it's Midland or this, but West Texas producer. And I think it's him and his team, it's mostly him putting it out that I can see so far. But there is a cipher event, live freestyle cipher, February 7th, 9 p.m. to 11. Damn, there's no address on this thing.
Hit up Beats by Sammy.
Yeah, hit up Beats by Sammy if you're in the West Texas area or wherever you are in Texas. If you want to roll over here, he's putting on an event. Cypher Saturday. $20, non-refundable admission. Pull up and do your thing. There's an event coming up, so.
Boy, hope the energy right in there. Everybody body rocking.
I hope so.
All right, what we moving on to next? Or we still on freestyling?
No, this last one is also something I've been on because, what's his name? So Kyle Jordan is a local artist. He dropped an album that he said was off the dome. I listened to it. For me, it's like he has a vibe to him, but everything is saying, like every song was like same message, and there's things we heard every day. Money, cars, hoes, was whatever you got. And I get that it's hip hop, that's what everybody raps about, but is there a way we could just like find a new way to talk about the shit? If that's what we're gonna talk about?
Yeah.
Because at this point it all sounds the same from your local artists all the way up to mainstream. Everybody talks about the same thing. Mm-hmm. And it's all just sounding like the same. No one sounds different the way they say it.
Mm-hmm. That things me is who's your audience or who you trying to reach out to be honest. Because, like you said, to me personally, there is multiple ways to write anything, to be honest. You can make it as flashy as you want. You can make it as dumbed down as you want. You can sit out here and make it as intricate as you want. But it also depends off, to me, I also go like who you trying to reach with what you're saying. Because, like for me personally, when I make music, I always say I make music something I want to listen to. You know what I mean? The audience is going to, whoever reaches is going to reach because I always like to share a message or I'm going to tell a story. And it's not really, a lot of my songs have nothing to do with money, cars, clothes. I always have to do with something real or personal. You know what I mean? So, and I always wanted to make sure somebody else, because I know if I'm going through something, somebody else is going to understand because they also been through this situation and whatever. So when I write, sometimes for me, it always goes from either what words I could use if I'm trying to have fun with it. If I'm just going to have fun, I will let it loose, you know what I mean? Things come over. If I'm trying to be more detailed, then you go into how your cadence, your flow, how you writing things together, how you putting this word, how is this word going to make sense? That's when you start going into definitions of words. And so that's how I look at things, is who you try. I always look at your core, like who are you trying to reach and thing, because you can make any of this different. You could, and as how much work you put into it. If it's off the dome, then I understand it. You know what I mean? What if it's off the dome? If that's how you're flowing, because I haven't listened to the album, so I don't know exactly per se how everything is going. But if it's off the dome and this is how he's spitting, then I get it. You know what I mean? Because like we just said, is freestyle. So how many tracks?
Well, give me a second.
I would just put a random number out there. If all, let's say 8 to 12 tracks is pretty much him just going off the dome, then I could see why sometimes it can get repetitive. Because as me, I always like to say it, a lot of my times I've even picked up on that when we be doing it off the dome after the pod. You know what I mean? I realize sometimes you end up using the same words. You end up putting yourself back in the same category sometimes, because that's where your head is at most of the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get crazy where you finally get something like, you find a beat that makes you go somewhere else with it. But a lot of the times you can't stay in that pocket. You know what I mean? Just based off of my experience, you can kind of stay in that pocket, and you just freely just writing. So if it comes off as repetitive, then that's where he's I guess that's where he was at with it. You know what I mean?
So this album's called No Pen, No Pad. 14 songs, 33 minutes. Like I said, he switched up. Like I said, the topic, it wasn't all the way through, but at least in the beginning, that's what I kept hearing. Is, I got this money, I got this watch, I was doing this. Same thing everybody talks about. So,
yeah,
like I said, the man, he has his vibe. That's cool. I'm not like trying to downplay him, but it's just everything I'm listening to is the same.
No, and I get what you're getting at, because I haven't listened to his project, but so I don't have an opinion on his project specifically, but the fatigue of hearing about the same shit over and over and over and over again does start to wear on you. I mean, I get tired. Sometimes I just take breaks from rap music because I love hip hop, but I have to take a break sometimes because I've been hearing the same shit basically since I was a kid. I grew up in the era where 50 Cent and them was out, and that's still all they were talking about. Jay-Z, he was still talking about it. I started gravitating when I was more leaning into Texas music, because at least we got to talk about cars. Like, you know what I'm saying? And certain Texas rappers talked about the struggle. Like Zero and stuff like that. Zero and Trey would always talk about something different. I like Pimp C now. Pimp C, it's in his name, Pimp. He's going to talk about some hoes and some money and some clothes, but he also talk about other stuff, Anyway, I had to turn off hip hop for sometimes and I got to listen to other genres, because I be like, damn, a nigga don't only think about money, cars, clothes, and hoes. I get that's the thing. Like it's like money, power, and respect. All I want is the money. I want the fresh fit, and I want the cars. I want the chain. I want to flash. I want to flex. That flex mentality. I think, boy, we'd have worn that bitch out like an old pair of drawers with a hole in them.
And that's what I'm thinking, is that just the essence of hip hop?
No, and it can't be, because that's not. Look, partying and having a vibe, nigga, you can talk about anything. Why not have, if we gonna talk, party music don't always gotta be, I fucked your bitch, I took these pills, I did this, that. It can, man, why not just a drinking song talking about beer pong or something? Or like a crazy party. Like, why not describe the party and everything, or we go straight to the same shit. I think it's because that groove, it's like an old fucking road. Definitely here in Midland,
It's already paved.
The paved, and the fucking, you can tell where the semi's been driving over that bad boy. The wheels just fit in there perfect. That's the exact thing that's happening, is everybody's like, oh, this record's hot. I know what people like. The streets mess with this and that. So I'ma do it. I'm gonna keep going to that same thing, because that's the best way to grab these motherfuckers' attention, because obviously they make money, cars, clothes, and hoes music. So why not? I'm gonna make money, cars, clothes, and hoes music. It's like what he was saying earlier when we were talking about Lady London and how she was talking about tacos. You know what I'm saying? Everybody rapping about tacos, At some point, it's gonna get old, and it does. And I think the one thing I will say about the 90s and the early 2000s is you weren't getting all of that all at once. You would get deeper message songs. You would get songs about the struggle. You would get a song on the same album about hoes, and you know what I'm saying? And you would get a mama song, and you would get it wasn't just the whole album is pussy, money, weed. You know what I'm saying?
To me, it's like the Cars and Clothes and Hoes song could have been that hit, right? That could have been the one that everybody was like, oh my God, this is it. It's radio played or whatever. And then by the time you break down the album, then there's some deeper messages inside the album. You could be 15 songs, and you could probably have within them 50 songs, you probably have six songs about money, cars, and clothes. The rest of them is in some different lane where you get in very deep introspective. Then you got love songs. You know what I mean? Like there's different layers to it, not just one straight layer. It's like having a lasagna and just have cheese. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing there, just cheese. Every layer is cheese. There's nothing more into it. So
I think the big thing that is crippling hip hop right now is the fact that rappers don't consider themselves artists. We put this distinction in between being a rapper and an artist when you are an artist. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's an art form. Hip hop is an art form. It's not just music. You know what I'm saying? You're not just putting words together to watch them climb up a billboard. It's an art to it.
Well, I feel like the distinction came when it wasn't some people, and this is just my personal opinion, I feel like some people don't take it as an art form. I feel like it's became one of them things where, like I always compared back in the day, everybody had to be unique, even if however you found it or whatever the case may be. People could come and tell you, yo, this person taught me how to put these words together, how to rhyme, how to put a cadence, like how to do everything, how to rap. And then you start falling in love with this, where the fact that now when you look at things, you could picture it out, like how you want this album to go, how you want this single to go, even down to the music video, how you want. It wasn't chasing a check, it was just chasing the freedom and the dream of it, you know what I mean? Now, because at the end of the day, it is like, yo, we was here. And like I always said, I always like to bring up Nori, because at the end of the day, their fight was, yo, I've seen something, this made something that I never thought it was gonna be of. You know what I mean? Seeing $12,000 check, like, oh shit, this actually has money behind it. But yet again, you still had to work. You still had to put your best foot forward, you know what I mean? When they was picking out producers by the beats, you know who you want to work with based off of their style and what they do and who you've heard them work with and how, you know what I mean? There was a whole intricacy inside of that where you fall in love with rapping and becoming an artist, versus now a lot of the times I feel like the love ain't really there no more. I feel like it's more based off of a financial status. It's more based off of keeping up with the Joneses. If this person is doing it, I should do it too. It's not something that you set up there. It's like I fell in love with music. When people could come and tell you, like, oh, I wasn't only listening to rap, I was listening to classical because my mama was playing this music and I fell in love with the tones and the melodies. Like, they was in love with music. You know what I mean? Overall, once you start, and this, like I said, is my opinion, it kind of seemed like it's not the music falling in love with. I'm just in love with what everybody's lifestyle looks like.
Cool.
I want to be like them. I want to drive the fancy cars. I want to have all the bad bitches with me. I want to sit up here and travel and drive the private jets. I want to do that. While everybody else was like, I want to tell my story.
Yeah, and you know
what I mean? That's why I feel like that's where that distinction came from. After a while, it's like I can't look at you as an artist, because after a while, you're not painting no more pictures. You're not painting the picture no more.
Exactly.
You just sitting up here and giving me the same rinse, copy, repeat. Like, oh, you printed this off again? Okay, you know what I mean? Chat GPT style. Like, okay, okay, plagiarism. Like, okay.
And I'll take it a layer deeper.
Mm-hmm.
And some people might not like this take, but it is what it is. Hip hop was created off of the black struggle. Like, you know what? Even though like you had NWA rapping about what was going on in LA and they labeled it gangster music, it inspired other people like in the South who were like, man, our hood kind of like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's tell our story. You know what I'm saying? And what we go through. Like, what is a day like in my life?
Yeah.
What's a day like in my neighborhood? What is it like growing up here? You know what I'm saying? And same with New York. You know what I'm saying? You got stories. That's how you got the message, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get these deeper concepts off of the struggle, which now the struggle has been placed as the black struggle has been monetized. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They've monetized the struggle and they've created it to be this lifestyle that is profitable. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we get these young dudes who didn't grow up in a real struggle, or they may have grown up in a struggle, but they're locked in because all they can rap about is one thing, because that's what's profitable.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I grew up in a war torn neighborhood, and you know all I knew is money, guns, and drugs, and trying to survive every day, but I'm trying to tell my story. But now I done been used by the record companies and the record labels to push that, and that's all. And when I go to try to make something different, they're stopping me at the door like, no, we want more of that other shit. We want more of that gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't even like you're not going to hear them do shit like they used to. Like let me bring in Tupac, Keep Your Head Up. You know what I'm saying? That's some that Tupac was considered gangster rap, but he made tracks like Keep Your Head Up. You know what I'm saying? You know, he talking to his homies and how their lives done changed. You know, man, I ain't mad at you. He talking to people he got beef with. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're able to flip it into a different form because back then it was a little more free. You know what I'm saying? There was strings being pulled, but the concept of how popular this thing can be, people are expecting hip hop to fail many a times. Now that has been taken and made into some big money making machine, and they're gonna stick to what works. Like you don't see Crest changing their formula. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't see Goodyear changing the way they make tires. Yeah. So these record companies ain't gonna change the way they want to make music because they know it's profitable. So you're gonna keep getting the same things until the fans change that.
To me, I feel like they kind of did. Well, I ain't gonna say they kind of did. I just feel like over the years you could tell there was a switch that happened because, like you said, it's like especially when you listen to early 2000s. You had Snoop Dogg singing "Sexual Seduction." You know what I mean? You heard artists step out of their realm and start experimenting with different things, which, like I said, as an artist, that's very creative. But after a while, when things started becoming, I want to follow just a trend, like making things just, this is trendy, and I feel we should stay there. That's when you kind of stifle the artist. If you're not that type of artist already, if you are creative, it's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you already know where your mind is working. You already know, like, I can't just keep myself here. Like, this is not gonna work. I want to say this. Oh no, you gotta. No, I don't want to keep doing that. But also, if you are one of them, then it's like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this. It's gonna pay my bills or whatever. But you know, there was a shift happening when we were just following trends, and that's all they wanted to push was the trendiest situations because this was popping on TikTok, or this is what everybody's talking about, or this is what thing. This was kind of put a shelf life on an artist where you don't see longevity no more, where an artist will be here for 12, 13, 2 decades. You know what I mean? We have artists that's here today, probably drop an album, probably by their second year, third year in their career, drops their first album, and then depending on how that goes, then
you got to think about it like this. You don't hear non-cowboys making country music, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, you might get some concrete cowboys, but they grew up in the life. They grew up on a farm. My granddaddy had a farm and this and that, and I grew up learning how to work with my hands and this and that. You don't see some dude from Puerto Rico coming in with unless somebody's writing it for him and he just got an amazing voice, right? You don't. But us with hip hop, we let anybody do it. It could be 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? Throw a wig on him, put some tattoos on his fucking face, let him talk about some street shit, and watch how much money we make.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or it could be Ian, the white boy. oh, he sounds good on old school Atlanta beats. Let him talk his shit. Watch us make a lot of money off of it. It's because it's not about the message. It's not about the art anymore. It's about the money.
Mm-hmm. It became monetized.
And it's about and to be honest, it's how stupid they think we all are as fans of hip hop to think that get it how you live. Nobody's hating you. I want you to rap about whatever you want to rap about that you feel is going to get you to the level of fame you want to. But at the same time, have some respect. That's all I ask. As a fan of hip hop, and I may not know everything about hip hop, and I may not know every album, and I may not have like a wall full of old albums that I can just pull from and be like, here, youngster. But you know what? The thing that I love about hip hop is it is so diverse in the way that we've created our sound.
Yeah.
Our sound. Memphis don't sound like Texas. Texas don't sound like LA. LA don't sound like the Bronx or Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
And even back then, they didn't even sound. The 5 boroughs had their own different sounds too.
And they all told their respective stories.
Yeah.
Like you would hear about, like for me in Texas, growing up listening to dudes rap about New York and running through having to run through the apartment complexes and hearing them be able to name off the streets, that was important. Mm-hmm. And it was like, oh wow, like it made you think like, man, New York is totally different than this.
Yeah.
And then hearing like Snoop Dogg and them rap about Long Beach and all that, you're like, man. And then come hearing Texas music and you hear people talking about swanging and the way we drink telling our story, you know what I'm saying, and the way we dress and our lingo and our stuff like that. It was good in that way, but then also hearing the sounds of the struggle that come from there, like Mod's Playing Tricks on You by Ghetto Boys. You get what I'm saying? That's a good song. It don't gotta be about money, cars, clothes, and hoes to be a good song. It's just about, man, been living in these streets so long, you know what I'm saying? But
basically, that's why I said it goes, and that even goes back to the uniqueness of everywhere you go. Because, like you said, the South didn't sound nothing like the East. The East sound nothing like the West. You know what I mean? Everybody had, even though we all could be struggling and we could all have similarities in the struggles, you could tell, like, yo, what they going through over there, you could paint that picture. You could like, damn, I don't know where East New York is, but shit, East New York sound crazy right now. You feel me? And you're sitting down there, you could just paint the picture based off of the words that they saying, and you go like, damn, okay. But the whole sound, how each artist comes out is very unique. You could really sit down there and go like, okay, that's DMX, that's Method Man. You feel me? Like he said, that's the Ghetto Boys. That's Andre 3 Stacks. You could sit down, that's Zero. You could sit down there and pinpoint who these artists are based off of their tones, their cadence, and you could go there. When you hear a lot of people now, it's like, who is this?
Yeah.
Like, huh? Who is this? Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Names sound the same, young this, little this, like you start realizing, like, bro, like
at one time everybody called himself Baby.
Which you got to think, right? Everybody's chasing the dollar, and there is. I don't want to kick the young guys' backs in too bad. Like, that's their experience. That's the world we live in. There ain't not much we can do to change it unless we put our boots to the ground, right? They growing up in a world full of Instagram. They're growing up in a world full of trends
and TikTok.
And everything is interfaced through a cell phone, which is telling you that your life sucks. The person that you see post is way better. You get to see the rappers with their chains and their shit. Used to, you have to see a magazine or watch the music video or go to a concert. Now you're inundated with it all the time, all the time. And if I'm 15 years old and I want to rap and I want to be like, if I want to be like Young Thug, then yeah, I'm gonna rap like whatever Young Thug is. I want to emulate his life. You get what I'm saying? It's not about what's going on in my life anymore. It's about what I think people want from me. Young Thug got 1 million followers. How do I get 1 million followers? You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to kick people's backs in too bad. That's why I always say, just sit back and try to respect. Like a couple podcasts ago, I said, man, the road been paved already, right? The road's here, man. Just respect the hard work that was put in for the road. And then and accept the fact that you don't know it all, None of us do. And then we got to figure this out as we go, you know, because at some point the road ends, and we got to start laying a new foundation.
Yeah.
But where that road leads is totally up to us as the listeners and to the people that we put in power as our musicians. You know what I'm saying? The people that we put in power of our culture, because our culture can be driven by stock prices, or it can be driven by the heart of the people. You know what I'm saying? That is true. And at the end of the day, right now, it is. We gave the keys up. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we ain't driving this bad boy
at all.
And you know, this can harken back. This conversation can harken back because we done got a few layers deeper than just money, cars, clothes. Yeah. But it all kind of stacks back on top of each other to why it is the way it is. And with that, I'm done. That's all I had to say about it all. I ain't got nothing else to say.
How about you, Uncle D?
No, I mean, it makes sense what y'all was saying. Like, I think it just is what it is at this point. Like, it's a way for the younger generation to get on this. They grew up, you know, just trying to emulate those who, I guess, inspired them. And the fastest way for them to do that is to copy. So if all everybody's hearing is the money, cars, clothes, and hoes talk, just keep putting it out, and then, you know, it's also up to the labels, whoever they get signed to. That's what they want to push. That's what they're going to push. It's either do that, become mainstream, or stay underground and do your own thing.
Facts. Yeah.
The choice is yours.
It's up to you.
To be real, the choice is yours.
It's up to
me,
fans.
I always go like this. Just be you, to be honest. Like, and you know, I mean, we always preach it no matter what, because at the end of the day, that's where the real situation is, and that's how I always look at it as an artist. From the name that you choose to how we always say, from the name that you choose to call yourself, all the way down to how you dress, all the way down to what you're talking about in your music. Be uniquely you. That's why we always love the artists that they are, even the ones that y'all follow. They if they paved the way for you, they was uniquely themselves before all of this became trendy. You know what I mean? So I always say, yo, just be uniquely you. Don't be afraid to tap into different genres or different subject topics. Don't let nobody stop that shit, because at the end of the day, all you're doing is just stifling and just becoming a carbon copy of somebody else, a microwave copy. And then after that, really and truly, you just put yourself back into the same line as everybody else that's trying to follow the same situation. You feel me? I always feel like, especially nowadays where, you know, people are breaking out, there's a lot of talented artists that's, we always say, I'm gonna put highly lyrical, that is literally expressing themselves in different ways, using words in different ways, understanding the English language and stepping into a different box for themselves, that's catching waves, you know what I mean? That's stepping out of that, let me be the common denominator, like, oh yeah, I'm trying to be something different, you know what I mean? And they're really making strides, you know what I mean? Even if it's not the mainstream strides, but they're getting the recognition that they're well deserving. Some people that still haven't been recognized as yet, but they still focusing on them, you know what I mean? We even talked about, like, with Lady London. That's one thing she said in that podcast, is when she went viral was her being originally herself. When she tried to copy somebody else, that's when shit was like, you know what I mean? So what I'm telling y'all is the same thing here. Be uniquely yourself. Do what's best fit for you, but make sure it's you. You know what I mean? Don't make sure it's anybody else, like a Travis Scott or anybody else. Just be uniquely you. And that's all I got for that one. You feel me?
All right, cool. So before we end it, I got Guess the Bars this week.
Oh.
And we're going to switch it up this time.
Guess the Bars.
This is going to be Guess the Chorus.
Guess the chorus. Okay, yeah. Okay.
I was trying to figure out how I'm going to make it work, but let's see if y'all get it.
Okay.
So, one thing, I want y'all to see if y'all could get either the name of the song or the artist.
Okay.
You could get either one. If you get both, say.
Is it multiple choice, or we just got to say it? Because I ain't going to lie, I'm going to fuck up on this one.
I'll give you the multiple choice.
Okay.
It's up to you how you want to do it.
No, it was going to be a lot harder. I was going to be like, you get 1 point if you get the name of the song, another point if you get the artist.
Damn,
but
son.
Yeah, that might. I'm going to just give y'all the three choices and we'll go from there.
Okay, bet that.
All right. Sins. I got sins on my mind. And some M's. Got a lot of M's on my mind. And my friends. Yeah, I keep my friends on my mind. I'm in love. I'm in love with 2 girls at one time. And
Drake.
10s. You finish?
You can go ahead, bro. I'm not good with this. But if it's going off the dome like that, yo.
I was singing it in my head. I just fucks with that song.
That's why I got 10s on my mind. I got M's. Got a lot of M's on my mind. And my friends. Yeah, I keep my friends on my mind. I should repent. I need me some Jesus in my life. Amen.
I don't need no option no more. I think
I can't remember the title. It's not Amen, unless it is.
Yeah, let's see if you can get the title.
I'm trying to remember. I sing that every time. I suck at titles.
yo, bro, I suck at lyrics. Yo.
I suck at titles.
Y'all don't understand. Sometimes I'll be guessing at this bitch. Like,
Somebody in the
box.
comments is gonna be screaming at us. We don't know the name of this song, but this song, I promise you, I got that song on my phone. Nah, I ain't gonna cheat. I don't remember the title.
Well, it was Drake. Wants and Needs.
Wants and Needs. There you go. Okay.
So the other options was gonna be One of One, Gunna, High Fashion, Roddy Ricch.
Okay.
Cool. Here's the next one. Me and You, Your Mama and Your Cousin Too.
Outcast.
Wrote.
All right, 222. All right, 222.
Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. What? I'm sorry.
You know the name of the song?
Archie's. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I know it. My pops is gonna be
You might
screaming
be
it.
able to get that.
My pops
Sure
is
you
gonna
wanna
be
get the
screaming
name of
this
the
in the
song?
comments. Why can't I remember that? Why am I? It's not Rosa Parks, and I keep wanting to say Rosa Parks, but that's not the track.
Just gonna let him go.
What's the name, bro? I feel like I'm not even. Go ahead. He's out of that man sliding through this bitch.
Elevators.
Yeah. They always name their shit something crazy too. You be like, what this got to do with the song?
Well, the thing is, on the song it says elevators, and then in the thing it says Me and You.
Mm-hmm.
So
Me and You.
You know what's funny? That's something we said all the time. Like sometimes it's not even have nothing to do with the song. They just pick the
Nothing.
last something on the last verse and go like, ha, there you go. Moonshine. What?
Yeah, boy.
last one. If you want it, you can have it. If you need it, we can make it. If you want it, you can have it. But stay woke. Niggas creeping. They gon' find you.
Childish
Gonna
Gambino.
catch you sleeping.
They gon' find you. Don't catch you sleeping. Ooh, stay woke. Doop, 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 doop. That's Childish Gambino. Yeah, stay woke. Yeah.
That ain't the name of the song.
Damn. What
It's what that I know that
cheek. Cheek. The fuck.
Cheeks.
It's got the damn headdress on it. Creeping. I can't remember.
Let me know if y'all ready to give up.
Go ahead.
Redbone.
There you go. There it is. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I was Indian. I should have thought about that. Indian.
Yeah, of course it's too easy. I'm going back to verse.
Chorus is too easy for him. But like I have to really sit down here and
I'll be
process
studying
this.
choruses. That's the favorite. That's my. That's the
First
part
and
that
foremost,
catches you.
That man pulled
I tried to
a
pull choruses
222
that-
on us, my boy. My man
That's not even finish it.
B and you Outcast. Like damn. Yeah, I wasn't getting none of these. I ain't gonna lie. If you asked me off the dome, he would have shit.
All right, we go back to the verses. It's all right.
I'd be alright. Throw a little more. You got
That's what I want you to go back to. I want you to go back to that anime shit. When you did them scenarios, the scenarios going wrong or whatever the case may be. That was fun. I ain't gonna lie. That
Overly
explained
explained
scenarios.
Yeah.
That shit was fun. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So
That one was fun. And we just did that one time and then you just dropped it. Like a bad habit.
all right, I'll find them again.
Dropped it like a stripper on a pole for a $1 bill.
Must not be
Disgusting.
good.
Huh?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is another episode.
Yes, it is. And you can tell, you know what I mean? Your boy over here need to take a nap. But as y'all, I'm Ill-Minded Taz. This is Archie.
And I ain't carrying no damn papers, I'm a black American.
Merc. And this is everybody's favorite uncle,
Big D.
and we outie.
Later.
Peace.
The way I spit hits harder than an hour later. Y'all soon call me the new rap assassinator.